on custom service. God, I hope this works. Please let this work. Excellent connection. That is so cool. We are live. Did it work this time? I am so happy. Good deal. Welcome, everyone. We decided to go live a little bit early just to make sure that our custom live stream does work. So welcome to episode 65, season 2 for clearproptv.com and paratalk.org. Real quick, as everyone knows, unfortunately, we lost a friend and a paramotor pilot, Dustin Gilley. We have a GoFundMe. It's in the link down below. Very, very sad. He was on our show back on episode 45. It was really nice listening to that. I listened to that today. Guy full of life, really fun guy. Whenever you get the chance, definitely listen to episode 45. It was a great show. We're going to miss him. The GoFundMe is in down below. Sorry, I'm choking up a little bit. But anyway, let's do a celebration of life tonight. This episode is dedicated to Dustin Gilley, great guy. So let's go ahead and introduce everybody on the panel real quick. As always, we have Linda Anderson. She is our cheerleader. If you want to be on the show, make sure you get up with her at paramomusa.com. We also have Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane. He is a great guy. He's a chef. Well, he's not a chef, but he does a lot of cooking. And you can find his shenanigans at ppgshane.com. We also have Brian Haybill-Waller. He's an awesome pilot and couldn't do the show without him. So thank you, brother. I appreciate you. You can find him at ppgbrian.com. We also have JP Tulo in the house. JP is the only guy I know that's throwing a reserve and it wasn't at an SIV course. You can find his shenanigans at jptulo.com and ppgjp.com. We also have Will Fly in the house. Will Fly at Will Fly PPG. He's going to help us in the background once he gets all of his gear together. We also have PPG Tommy in the house. He's my flying buddy over here in Arkansas. You can find his shenanigans on his YouTube at ppgtommy.com. We also have Mark, George, and Amy, the pearchick.com and paraswagusa.com. They're going to be helping us also in the background. We also got Jade and Eric, and they're going to be helping us in the background. Make sure you check out their stuff over at paramotorco.com and paramotorgirl.com. We also got Brooke that just joined us. Welcome, Brooke. You can find his shenanigans at ppgpirate.com. But the whole reason why you guys came here, I didn't miss anybody. Did I miss anybody? Did I? If I did, I'm so sorry, but I think I got everybody. Tonight, we're going to be talking with Glenn Tupper. Glenn, welcome to the show. We appreciate you being on here tonight. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, thanks for having me. It's an honor to be here. Can't wait to talk to you guys and hear what everybody has to say.
Well, we're really hoping to hear a lot about you. There's so many things that I want to talk to you about, and I got a list of stuff right here on the show notes. But real quick, guys, if you have some really cool paramotor pictures and you want to see them on a calendar, please go to paramotorcalendar.com, upload your paramotor pictures that you think are cool. Even if you don't think they're cool, upload them. And you don't have to fly a paramotor to upload these. If you just are taking pictures of people flying, that's perfectly fine also. Go to paramotorcalendar.com, upload your paramotor pictures, and then you can also rate them. The top ones are going to be printed, and we are going to be selling those, and we're going to be giving a lot of money to Resurgence PPG. We're going to funnel it back into clearproptv, buy a bunch of prizes, and help you guys out. So this is going to be absolutely wonderful. Glenn, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into paramotors, man.
All right. My name's Glenn Tupper. I have been in aviation for quite a while. I started out in the United States Army, flying helicopters, and then they sent me flying airplanes over in Korea. And how I got started into paramotoring is I was driving through the Korean countryside one day and I looked up and I saw this weird contraption and I just wanted to know what it was. So I followed this guy around. This was way back in 2009. I followed this guy for about an hour and a half or 2 hours, I think it was, and he finally landed. And that's where my paramotor journey began, is in this rice paddy on the other side of the world over in Korea.
So how did you follow this guy? If he, I mean, if he's flying, are you on foot? Are you running through rice paddies? How are you following this guy?
Well, he was flying. They have like these irrigation canals next to their rice paddies, and basically, I was uh, off-roading next to this irrigation canal. I remember I crossed over a couple of bridges, and I saw him far away, and I got back closer to him, and finally, he landed in this field, and I had to get out of my car and walk a little ways, but I finally came over to these guys. It was a whole group of these Korean guys, and here comes this American guy, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, moto para. And they the guy who ended up being my instructor was like, you want to fly? You want to fly? And I'm like, heck yeah. So he strapped me into a tandem, and that day took me flying. And I swear that night I went home and I got on eBay and I ordered a Black Hawk paramotor from eBay and had it shipped over to Korea. And that's the setup that this guy, Mr. Park, taught me how to fly. Taught me how to fly on.
Wow. So this was back in 2009, you said?
2009, yeah.
Wow. So what was the rig? What was the wing, and how do you compare it from 2009 to now in 2021?
Oh man, you guys remember like that yellow Paratoys banana wing? That was the wing. If you've ever seen that, it had Paratoys on the side of it a long time ago. It was huge. It was massive. It was all used stuff that I found on eBay, and the Blackhawk cage. I'm sure they still sell that, but from that engine setup and wing setup to what I have now is just, it's like night and day, you know. But I mean, it was good for beginner stuff, and probably still to this day, Blackhawk stuff could be good for beginners. But I don't know about that wing. I don't even know if they still make that wing, but if you found one, it should be in like an aviation museum somewhere, probably.
That is so
So,
funny.
so did you train in Korea, or did you just see it there and start exploring it from there?
No, this guy, the guy who took me tandem, he trained me. I remember every weekend I would go over to his house, and he had a small hill right next to his house, and it was very hard because he didn't speak English pretty much at all. And so it was kind of like, you go down the hill, you know. I've said this before so many times. It felt like a Mr. Miyagi thing. It was like, you go down the hill, and I'm like, every weekend I would go, I would be like, can I fly? Can I fly? He's like, no, not yet. Not
You're
yet.
not ready yet. I got you.
Wax off, right? Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's awesome. I mean, you should make a documentary just on that, man. That sounds like a really cool experience.
Oh, it was so great. And those guys, they became like my best friends. I miss them so much. I talk to them every now and again, but man, they were just so, like, everybody, you know, the passion for paramotor, that's where I learned it. You know, those guys, they loved being together. I mean, it was a cooking. We would go barbecue. We would travel to another city where there was like paramotor teams in every city, and we would travel. That city would come here. It was just this huge camaraderie, and that's where I really learned. They shared that passion with me, and that gave me the passion everywhere I've gone. And so, yeah, I'll forever be grateful to those guys for teaching me how to fly, you know?
Did they just say, "Hey, come on, I'll teach you how to fly," or they say, you know, it's going to cost some money, or I mean, how was that? What happened?
Mr. Park, like he just taught me, and I just started going there every weekend, and he taught me. He didn't ask for any money or anything. As a matter of fact, he also he's like a welder, and he makes his own frames and stuff. And after I kind of wore out that Blackhawk frame, he even made me a new frame I ended up upgrading an engine to like that MZ34 engine, and he made a frame for it. They never asked for anything, man. It was
Sharing the passion, really, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
And
cool.
actually, you know, Mark, you guys know Mark Honeycutt. Here's a
Yeah,
cool story.
he's so
So
handsome.
a few years ago, not too long ago, he got stationed in Korea, and I was like, "Hey, you're taking your paramotor?" And he said he took his paramotor, and the same guys that I flew with, I linked him up with them, and so he had people to fly with when he was over there too. So that's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you met him, because I know that he was over there for a while, did a lot of flying.
I've never met him in person, but just through the internet. And so I knew that he was in the army, and he had posted on Facebook or something. He was going over there, and I was like, "Hey, you got to meet my friends. You got to meet my friends." And so when he got over there, he met up with them, and kind of that's I think it helped him, with the paramotor community over there. And that was probably like a full 10 years later after I, 8, 9, 10 years later after I was there.
I am trying to pull up your extreme first paramotor flight, and my internet over here is awful. So if it starts going horribly, somebody take over for me. Let me go ahead and share your. You don't mind if I share this, right?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So let me go ahead and share, optimize clip. We won't do sound. We'll just have you narrate. That's always better, anyways. So here's your first extreme paramotor.
There's that banana. That banana.
Looks good.
Wow. Kent Stamey, $50. Thank you, Kent.
Kent Stamey. Thank you so much, sir. At Kent Stamey.
Okay, so notice how my legs are hanging there.
Yeah.
I was scared, man. I remember that moment. I was so scared. And I'm like, what do I do now? And they're on the radio saying, in your seat, and you get in your seat. And so I finally get in my seat. But I remember on the video, there's no audio, but they were yelling, "Oh, RoboCop, RoboCop, Motopera, RoboCop," because I was just spread out, with my legs hanging straight out. So they call that RoboCop. When you take off and you don't get in your seat, they say RoboCop. So that's so funny to me watching that again.
That's pretty good. I mean, without someone actually being able to talk to you in fluent English, and you being able to pick that up and go out and fly, I'm impressed, man.
We got a question. We got a question in the chat here from Slow Days. Wants to know what year was Glenn in Korea? What area?
I was stationed at Camp Humphreys from like 2008 to 2010.
Okay. And
Yeah.
thank you for your service. I know that we said that before the show. I don't think that we said it actually on the show. So thank you for your service. And sounds like you had more fun over there in Korea than you should have.
How close were you to the DMZ when you were flying these paramotors?
Well, this was south, pretty far. It was south of Seoul, but like I said, we would travel and go to different areas and fly. And there was a few times we would go up north. And I remember on 2 occasions, one occasion was on the northwest coast. We were flying around all these islands and stuff. There was a mountaintop with anti-aircraft guns on top. And I remember we flew by them, and the guys that were the military, the Korean guys that were sitting there at the station on top of this mountain, literally like slewed the gun over to me and tracked me as I went by. And I could see them smiling and laughing and waving at me, and they just took the gun and went like that.
Well, they're just messing with you, huh?
They were messing with me, but I'm like,
Man,
Oh,
not
man.
cool. Not cool, guys.
and I also remember another time we were on the northeast coast, and we were flying down these beaches, and I remember seeing barbed wire. And so there was part of the beaches that were closed off, and then there was these towers, and they were actually manned with guys with like 50 cals, and they were waving at us as we were flying by. So
Hopefully they knew that, you were not much of a problem flying by on a on a sheet in the lawn chair with a backpack fan, huh?
Oh
Man.
yeah, they knew we were just out there having fun. We weren't actually going. I mean, it was close to the DMZ, but it was. I was just following my Korean friends. So if they thought it was okay, then I figured it was okay.
We got another super chat from Tyler Valves, $15. Thank you.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you very much.
And Tyler, also thank you for starting the GoFundMe for Dustin. That was very generous of you, man. Very thoughtful.
Yep, Tyler is a good guy. I talked with him today. He said that his wife was helping set it up too. So you know they're really good people, and we definitely appreciate you guys. So thank you very much. Let's see. Oh, real quick, if you guys have not, and you should, say hello to JP in the chat. JP is putting you in the spinning wheel thing, and he's going to be spinning here in just a moment. Pretty much nonstop. And when you see your name pop up when you win, please make sure you go over to Clear. I don't think I have it set up for clearproptv. Go to ppgzone.com/clearproptv. What I'll do is I will paste that in the chat real quick, and make sure that you go there, fill out the form, copy. Fill out the form down below and say that you won on episode 65. Oh my God, it's really 65. We also have some QR codes that you can donate directly to if you want to. That way you don't have to actually go through YouTube Super Chat. Just so you guys know, if you go through and donate through the Super Chat in YouTube, they take 30%. And then another 20% for taxes. So if you give us $100, we only get $50 out of it. So if you want to donate money and we have the full amount, go to ppgzone.com/clearproptv and scan the QR codes. Real quick before we continue this, if you would, JP, start spinning the wheel and start seeing who wins. Glenn, you also are doing Paramotor the Americas. What is that all about, man? It sounds fun.
Yeah, Paramotor the Americas. So after I got back from Korea, I had a few more years in the Army. I was stationed in El Paso, went out west and flew all over the place. And just that that kind of flying out west, it really inspired me to do some, adventure flying. I'm really passionate about adventure flying. So I came up with this crazy idea in my mind that I wanted to drive from Texas all the way to Argentina. I put together a plan. I made a van, an adventure paramotor mobile, and I set off and I just drove through, started off in Texas, drove through started off in Mexico, all the way down to Panama through Central America, had my car shipped to Ecuador and started the journey there in South America, all the way down to Argentina. And I mean, I just wanted, this is right after I got out of the Army. So I had the time and I really wanted to do it big. So I just sent it, pretty much the biggest send you could ever send. And flew in all these countries, met some of the most incredible people that I'm still friends with today, will be best friends with for the rest of my life. That's the power of the paramotor, man, right there. That trip just kind of encapsulates for me everything that is great about paramotoring.
Hey, we got two more super chats from Jason Peterson, $10, and John from Slow Days, $5. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Make sure if you donate also, please use the link. Oh, did I not paste it in there? I better paste it in there. Use the link, ppgzone.com/clearproptv. Fill out the form and let us know that you donated, because in the future, we're going to be sending out things to people that have donated, because we definitely do appreciate you.
Hey, Bill. Hey, Bill with the
What?
win.
I finally won some. Woo, woo.
All right, Brian, make sure you go to ppgzone.com, fill out the form, and you're going to be getting a prize.
Not a problem.
Awesome, dude.
Did you say
Fill it
not a
out twice,
problem?
like it too?
Did you say not a problem or not a prop?
Not a problem.
I said clearproptv.com.
Clear prop.
Is,
No prop
is
at
my,
all.
is my name on there? I don't see it.
Ooh, nice save. Linda.
Oh,
Holy
What?
moly.
Oh,
Jake,
Linda.
she wasn't cheering loud enough in the chat, Linda.
Oh, is that what it was?
No, Linda didn't say anything in the chat.
Hey.
That's why she's not on the wheel. So keep in mind, if you don't say anything in the chat, I don't need
Oh,
to add you to the wheel.
I see. I have to learn the, the rules here. Yeah,
Yes.
Vinny.
I do also want to say too that we have some other prizes that are for people that donate only, and I'm writing down all the people that have donated in the super chat. But if you go to the ClearProp TV, the ppgzone.com/ClearProp TV, and you QR code us something, let us know in the chat that you QR code us some money, and we'll put you in the spinning wheel of winning things in just a moment, because we got some big prizes that we're gonna give out. So we appreciate you.
Winnie thing. We like
Lots
this
of
Winnie
prizes
thing.
tonight.
Thank you,
Why do we have
sir.
32 people watching and only 15 thumbs up? Just curious.
Ooh.
What in the heck?
Sorry about that. Once again, I gotta get into the show for a few minutes before I see if it's worth thumbsing up or not. See if I do a good job.
Yeah, let me make sure I thumbs up. Yeah, I thumbs up too, so we're all good.
Thumb
So
it up.
if you see your name pop up that you won, make sure that you head on over to ppgzone.com/clearproptv. Fill up that winning form. Let us know that you won something on episode 65. I posted the link in the chat to the side. If you donate something in the QR codes or the super chat, let us know, and we're going to put you in the spinning wheel of winning things here in a little bit. So keep it up. We love you guys. Also, too, if you don't want to donate here and you want to donate to Dustin's memorial, let us know that you donated to Dustin's memorial, and we'll put you in the winning, spinning wheel for the winning things too. So it all is all good. What other cool things are you doing, or are you going to be doing in the future with the Paramotor the Americas? Are you going to be doing that in the future too? Do you have some more projects that you're going to be doing?
Well, I mean, one of the my most recent project that I was working on is called Paramotor USA, 10 years of flight in the land of the free. So I like to take aerial photography. Every time I go fly, I like to take a camera and take pictures. So I taught myself basically how to self-publish my own books. So I just recently published Paramotor USA, and it's a huge book, and it's full of aerial photography from the last 10 years. And so I guess now that I've published that book, it's time to start on the next 10 years. And I just hope that I just finished building a van, like another paramotor mobile. It's a pretty big sprinter van, and I've got my paramotor in there, and I hope that I can hit the road sometime soon with my fiance and go to some more fly-ins and go explore the USA and just take some more pictures from the air. I'm really passionate about aerial photography, so I really love going around and flying places that have never been flown before. Just that exploration from the air. That's one of my main loves of paramotor, is being able to go and fly places that no one else has ever flown before.
Do you have a group of people that you fly with, and maybe, I don't know, maybe a little group of people that you fly with that you keep up with on the internet? So when they say, hey, we're going to go fly, you want to come, you go fly with them, that type of thing? Or you mostly fly alone, or how do you do this?
Well, I live in North Carolina, and I think there isn't a whole lot of people in and around the area of Charlotte. So like the past few years, I've been flying with a guy that lives just west of me. So I usually fly with just like one person, but Todd with Resurgence, he lives pretty close, and he's been trying to get the group of guys that live in the Charlotte area more connected. And there's some more guys that have been joining the group lately. A guy named Ben from Paramotor, North Carolina. You can look him up on YouTube. He's a really nice guy. So you know, like you said, the groups of guys that you fly with, that's really important. And it just hasn't been there in Charlotte, but it's coming together. When I lived out in El Paso, it was the same. We had like 4 or 5 guys that would get together every weekend, and I kind of missed that. So I'm hoping that camaraderie kind of hits the North Carolina area with Charlotte. And
Hey, we got several questions popping up in the chat for our guest tonight. What did I see? Mainly Paramotor says, what's your favorite country to fly in during your Sky Tripper dock? That's one.
Okay. I think my favorite country to fly on that Sky Trippers was definitely Thailand, for a number of reasons. The landscape was just out of this world, and some of the flying that we did was some of the craziest flying I've ever done in my life. If I went in the water, I probably would have been eaten by sharks. But Thailand kind of reminded me of Korea because they have such a huge community of paramotor guys. It's absolutely massive. And those guys, I mean, they're just the nicest guys in the world. And you fly with them, it's like your best friends instantly, those guys. And I feel like that's the way it is all the way around the world. But you really feel that sense of, friendship there in Thailand. So probably one of
All
my
right.
favorite places.
The next question is from Mark H. PPG Trike Jockey. He says, Glenn, what equipment, motor, wing, reserve, helmet, comms do you fly?
I love Parajet. Parajet's my go-to. And the wing that I fly and right now is a Paramania GTS. I love Paramania. I know they're not around anymore. Hopefully they're going to be making a comeback here soon. But that wing I just feel the safest on out of all the wings I've ever flown, Paramania. My reserve, I'm not really sure it came with the Parajet. Can't say enough about Parajet. Those guys are amazing over there. I love the frame. I fly the Zenith because it packs down, and I pretty much mastered how to pack it down into 2 bags so I can take it on an airplane and go anywhere I want.
All right. Comms, what comms do you use?
Comms, just some Bluetooth. I don't know. Comms. Oh, I just recently got the I can't remember. I just recently got an airband radio so that I could fly with Todd out of Shelby. I can't remember the name of it though. I'll have to send it to you.
Well,
I'll circle back. I'll have to circle back on you with that.
Okay. So the next question is, I have 2 questions from Slow Days. What lens does Glenn use for aerial photography? And does he ever feel unsafe or unstable using his camera while flying?
I used to fly with a Canon full frame 5D Mark II, but recently I went down to a Fujifilm X-T4. It's smaller, and I feel like it takes better video in the air if I want to shoot some video. So I went to a smaller frame lens, and I never feel unsafe flying with it. I've never dropped anything while I was flying. I've even changed lenses in the air. You just got to be comfortable with it, practice it, and you'll get better at it if you want to try out aerial photography.
All right. Apparently Eric is pasting them in the chat, and I'm sorry, I didn't realize, Eric. I just been going through the chat reading them. I think there was one more question which my camera's gonna black out, but wait a minute, no, it's not. Hold on, maybe it will.
I saw Dave Aller said, "Hey Glenn, my daughter was at Humphreys in 2011. Small World." Did you already say that one?
No. I don't understand that question at all.
My money's on Flying Flamingo. Whoop, whoop.
If you
Hey,
got,
just so y'all know,
I
man,
finally won.
I've been having internet service issues for the last 10 minutes, so I haven't been able to monitor the chat as well. So appreciate you keeping an eye on that, Shane.
Yeah, I got one from Mike. It says for Glenn, how the letter V is midday flying in and around Charlotte. I don't know how V. What is? I don't know
Maybe
what that-
just how is it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like anywhere else. You got to be careful in the middle of the day. Around Charlotte is a lot different than out west. I want to say there's more trees and there's some mountains nearby, and it's a lot greener, a lot more moisture in the air. So I feel like there's a lot more opportunity to do some cloud flying, if you will. I've seen that more often than not in Charlotte on the East Coast than on the West Coast, obviously. But yeah, it's nice. I love the contrast, flying out west in the desert, flying out east in the mountains and above a bunch of trees. Tree canyons. I love tree canyons out east around Charlotte. There's a lot of rivers with huge trees on both sides of them, and I call them tree canyons. That's my favorite thing to do these days.
Nick Parney, he said he donated on the other app there.
okay. Yeah, anybody that has donated to us, to Resurgence PPG today, to the memorial, anything at all, just let us know in the chat that you've donated. You don't need to say where you donated or who you donated to. Just let us know that you donated, and we're going to put you in the spinning wheel of Winnie Things here, and I'll let you know who has donated some really nice prizes for us tonight. If we would like to, we can open up everyone on the panel here. Thank you very much for being on mute and being in the background and letting Glenn talk. But if you guys want to ask Glenn any questions, personal questions, the panel is open.
First
Any
off, I just want
questions?
to say thanks so much, Glenn. If you guys in the chat or wherever, if you haven't seen Paramotor the Americas and the Sky Troopers series, it's really it's good stuff. I came across it a while back, and it's just freaking sweet. He's got the book too that he's got with all. You're talking about the photography. Glenn he offers a book on his page. I don't know if you mentioned that. I've been working on the wheel here, but just some amazing photography and everything. And I found myself after watching the first Sky Troopers, I was just glued to it. And and it's not like that kind of like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens next. But it was just really good. It was like I found myself living vicariously through that. Because I don't travel much and I'm not super adventure-y. But I really could put myself in your shoes and imagine, flying some of the beaches and, some of the amazing scenery that you must have seen. So props for that, man. Big fans.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Not really a question, but.
And while we're doing this, if you can, JP, could you load up the next wheel for all the people that donated?
Already
If you
done.
need any name, let us know.
Well, Trike Flyer's in there.
The Trike Flyer?
The Trike Flyer. Sorry,
Trike Flyer,
George.
David Ruff.
Hey, Glenn, I've seen your videos as well, man. They look great. They're awesome. I also, my second wing was a Paramania Revo 3. And I really liked that wing. It was just older, and I finally got rid of it. I transferred into an F1. But did I hear you say that everybody on the panel was getting one of those photo albums?
Wishful thinking there.
Are you asking Glenn if we're getting something like that?
I think Sean's buying it for the panel, aren't you, Sean?
If I had the money, I would definitely do that. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, the panel is getting something very special. Like I said, on the 21st of every month, from the month before, all the super chat donations, they come in. So the 21st, we got our donations in, and I got not only all of our old winners, all the winners from before that won the custom flags. We finally put that order in, so you guys are going to be getting it. If you have not, please go over to ppgzone.com/clearproptv for the following people: Shannon Brook, Mark McElroy, Mark George, Will Fly. Let us know in that form that you have won flags in episode 56. In episode 57, our winners are Kent Stamey, Scott Shamka, and let us know that you won in episode 57 those flags. In episode 58, the winners are Adam Giles, Mark H. Let us know that in episode 58 that you won a flag. In episode 59, Tyler Vowles won a PPG smoke, so no flags. And that was it for flags. So please make sure that you go there. Let us know that you won on those episodes, and we're going to be sending you out a beautiful flag. Sorry, my internet is not stable. Were you able to hear me okay?
I heard you loud and clear.
Okay, good deal. All right. Glenn.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here still. Yeah.
I think my internet's going bad. Can someone else host for a minute while I make sure that my internet's okay?
Waller.
Dane Waller.
Hey.
Waller.
Hey man, I'll try, man. I'm having internet issues too.
I got it.
Shane.
Yes.
Our internet service provider just shipped us a new router. Didn't tell us anything about it, and my dad went and installed it without saying anything, and we've been having some issues.
You should get Glenn to translate for you. Apparently, he's the language whisperer. He learned how to fly a paramotor without even.
Mr.
my-
Miyagi.
Yeah,
I
from Mr.
Zoom-
Miyagi.
My Zoom keeps going in and out. I don't know why.
Maybe Glenn can send some of those people that helped him fly over to help your guys' routers, because
No kidding.
Well, our host is an IT guy, Sean.
I know.
Here's a
Oh,
question for Glenn from Slow Days. Glenn, I know it was cool flying Machu Picchu, but how cool was that? Wait, that's not a question. But how cool was that really big grin at Machu Picchu? I don't know. He's asking about Machu Picchu. How was that flight, Glenn?
Oh man, that was one of the craziest flights of my life, I think. Not only because the planning that went into it, getting there, I kind of had a crash right before. That was my first flight after about 5 months after that crash. And so, I mean, it was an emotional flight, a special flight. But not only that, but after we landed, we got arrested in Machu Picchu, in Peru. We got arrested. So I thought I was going to end up in a Peruvian jail for about 10 years. But we ended up drinking beer with the cops and buying the pictures that they took of us for $50. And those pictures are also in my book, Paramotor the Americas. So, I mean, that's one of the craziest stories probably of my life.
That's awesome.
Over Machu Picchu.
Walter, send us 10 something. I don't know what Walt.
Those are Australian rupees.
Oh yeah. Thanks for your $1 donation, Walter. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what the conversion. I have no idea what the conversion is.
Yeah.
He said that he's the #1 fan. So
Those are kangaroo dollars.
Trike Flyer Dave Ruff says Walter comes in with $10 and fake or funny money.
Funny money.
Monopoly money.
Or Walter.
all right, I think that I have some pretty good internet now. I think. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, good. Whew.
I've got 2 more questions in the chat real quick.
Yes, Shane.
Jim CR120 says, question for Glenn. When you set out to fly abroad and are there any certain words? This is what happens when I don't drink. Well, where did he go? Are there any certain words you learn in their language for preparation? So if you're in another country and do you learn certain words in case you get in trouble or you're in a place you're not supposed to?
Yeah, it's hey, I'm from America. I'm from America. I don't know what I'm doing.
When do I get my phone call?
And then Mark H asked a question about what aircraft do you fly in the Army? Heli, of course, but what else?
Oh, in the Army, I started off flying Blackhawks and then transitioned to an aircraft called a RC-12. And then after the RC-12, I flew a de Havilland -7. And they were both like reconnaissance mission style aircraft in the Army.
Did you train helicopters at Fort Rucker?
Yeah, I was at Fort Rucker for a couple years. Yep.
Sweet. My dad was stationed there for 15 years after he retired. But I live right down the road in Dothan.
Oh, in Dothan. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Dothan. That's a pretty fun place.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. We see the military helicopters come over every day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My cousin trains some pilots out of there now, so it's pretty cool watching them fly by.
Yeah, Mother Rucker.
Yeah,
I kind of don't miss that place.
it's gonna get hot, man. Alabama in the summertime is pretty rough.
Oh yeah.
I got a question real quick before we spin the wheel. Are you planning on going to any fly-ins this year? And if you are, which ones are you planning on going to, Moonshiners, this year?
Well, I think I'm going to go to Bad Apples in May down in Georgia. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm hoping that I can take my van down there, the first paramotor van adventure. I'm really excited about that. So hope to see a lot of people down there in Georgia.
Heck yeah.
Hey, got another question from Jim CR120. Question for Glenn. Which place has the most freedom for flying, as in least restrictions?
Well, as far as like authorities, when I was in Korea, it was freaking crazy, man. I was flying in between high-rise buildings in Korea. Nobody cared. No one cared at all. I don't know if they had if they had rules, if they didn't have rules about it back then, but I would say Asia is like a free for all. I flew over the freaking downtown Kuala Lumpur. You can do it. You can do pretty much anything you want in Asia. Now, here in the United States, we got a lot of keyboard warriors that will call the FAA on you. So I would say the United States is starting to become one of the more restricted places. That's why I like to pack my bags and get out so that nobody can call the FAA on me. Most of the time.
Eric, say something in the chat so I can give you a wrench.
Yeah,
Nobody,
I was just working on that.
nobody can feel my pain on that. You guys can't feel my pain on that subject there.
I can't even imagine being able to fly in between, buildings and skyscrapers like that. Do you have any video of you doing that at all, by any chance?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel, flying in between apartment buildings in Korea. That was a long time ago, but if you want to see me flying over like one of the biggest, Kuala Lumpur, the right next to the Petronas Towers. I wanted to fly through it, but they did say if we flew through it, they were going to arrest us. So we just flew right in front of it. But that's on my YouTube channel, Sky Trippers episode 6. You can see it right there that was our grand finale flight at the end.
And how can we get up with you if we want to see these awesome videos that you have?
You can check out my YouTube channel. I think it's in the description of this video, my YouTube channel. I would go to Sky Trippers, watch Paramotor the Americas, that's my, I spent like maybe 2.5, 3 months making that video during the pandemic when it first started. We were in lockdown, so I took that opportunity and sat down at the computer and put together a full-length documentary film, Paramotor the Americas. So I would love for you guys to watch that and drop a comment and tell me what you think of it.
I'm definitely going to
really-
catch up on some of your videos, man. That sounds awesome, dude. When I was reading your bio today, I was just, I was like, man, it's going to be a good show.
Thanks.
And of course, you can always go to paramotorguest.com. That will be forwarding over to his social media. I'm not sure which one it's forwarded over to right now, but if you forget how to get to his stuff, you can always go to paramotorguest.com. And for that week, you'll be able to go to the Paramotor Guests social media. So definitely check that out. We're coming up on 7:42 already. This is going by really quick. We got another spin that we want to do. And during the spin, I got a little something that I want to share.
There's Eric. Eric just dropped his chat or said something in the chat. So if you can give him a blue wrench real quick. Sorry. How did he go this long without having a blue wrench, Sean? What kind of host is this?
Hey, you have co-hosting. I don't know why.
No, I tried it. It just said report, remove, push, put user in timeout,
Oh.
and hide. And just so you know, for the very first time ever, I kicked someone off the show. Just so you know.
You did? Holy smokes. They must have been really bad because you don't do that sort of stuff.
No, just and I can literally tell you who the one thumbs down is now.
You know what? Did you know
Well,
you
dadgummit.
realize that thumbs up or thumbs down, it
It's
doesn't make
still,
any difference. The metrics is still good. It's still good for us because it's.
Yep.
So you
everyone
mean the
wants-
second my chat quit working, we had drama in it?
listen,
That's all right,
for,
I guess.
for everybody in the chat, our show is to be positive and help and share the sport here. If you aren't happy, this is not the place for you. And for me to literally kick you out of it, that says a lot. So let's just have fun. That's what we're here doing, trying to learn, have fun, and be helpful. If we can help, then great. If we can't, we'll just tell you. We're not going to give you advice that we don't know nothing about.
Well, this show is pretty much just we're going to be talking about paramotors and the fun things about paramotors. We're going to highlight people that are brand new to paramotor, or somebody that's done some amazing things like Glenn. So it's really great that Glenn is on here. This whole entire show is, we don't have sponsors that pay us. We have people that give us things for us to give away, and people like you that has donated something. Like John Wayne just donated $9.99. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. People, you guys doing this, you're helping us buy things, get things to give away on the show. We don't take a cut. I mean, we're not getting paid to do this. We're donating our time every Monday to come here just to talk. I mean, we got the Zoom Pro, and that costs money. We got a hosting service. We have another hosting service for our audio when you go to paratalk.org, so you can listen to us on iTunes, which, by the way, we're picking up so much steam on PPG Grandpa's Paramotor podcast on iTunes. We got over 10,000 downloads from just that one place. It's amazing how quickly we are moving up in the world, and we appreciate you, and we definitely couldn't do this without you. And also to my staff, my panels, my managers, all my friends that you see right here now on the screen. You guys are awesome. I couldn't do the show without you. I know that that when I first started this, I had a tape recorder and I had my cell phone on speakerphone. That was my first podcast I did. So I couldn't do it without you guys, and we definitely appreciate you. We're going to spin in the wheel here in just a moment. Glenn, what is your next big adventure that, I don't know, maybe, am I frozen?
No, you're good.
Everybody's frozen. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Mark's got his hand
face-
up.
your
me.
face is
Somebody
frozen,
else
but I can hear
say
you.
something.
Something.
Paraswag has his hand up. I don't know if you guys see that or not.
I just want to say, Glenn, David Ruff. I don't know if you know that guy. He just called me, wanted me to tell you what's up.
Oh, what's going on, David?
And I wanted to say, what's up, PPG Pirate? I don't think anybody said hey to Brooke. What's up?
What's up, guys? Hope you can hear me. I'm driving.
Good.
We're Paratrucker. We went flying in Tennessee, so we're just driving home.
Man, you're going to Tennessee without me again.
I went to your spot, man. I went to Decker Field.
Oh, man.
Oh, now we all know where it's at. We'll see you there tomorrow. I'm just kidding.
Were you flying the NOLA? You were flying on the NOLA Chucky?
Oh, yeah. The Nola Chucky was rolling. It had tons of water in it. There was hot air balloons in the air. So, yeah, we had a bunch of people up flying and having a good time.
Man, the NOLA Chucky, that's one of my favorite rivers to fly, man. Love that river.
Almost as fun as Castle Rock. Is that right, Glenn?
Castle Rock. Hey, I flew over Castle Rock today in the CRJ. I flew to Asheville, and I was looking at all the places that we flew. I was like, I took off from that field, flying over at like 8,000 feet. Chimney Rock. Chimney Rock.
Hey, Brooke, is Shamka with you?
Yeah, he's right here. Stick your head in here, Scott.
What's up there, buddy?
What's up, Shamka?
Heck yeah, man. I need to come visit Tennessee. That seems like where all the fun's happening right now.
Yeah, apparently. So we've got the Moonshiners event there in August. I'm hearing that 3 or 4 weeks later, there will be another fly-in where we were tonight.
Nice.
Slow Days says, looks like PPG Pirate looks like he's flying a seatbelt.
That's his new paramotor artist.
That's a quick release.
Glad that you're wearing a seatbelt. I think that I'm back. Sorry about that. Thank you for
Got another wheel. Are these the donors?
these are the donors. So if you guys have donated anywhere, if you've donated to Resurgence PPG this last week, if you donated to the Memorial Fund, to us, or anything like that, please let us know. Let's put your name in here. So say something in the chat. Tag JP. Let them know that you've done this. And this is what we are going to be spinning for. Check this out. Can you see that? Let me go ahead and hit play.
Oh, I know what it is.
I do too.
I've seen it already.
Look at that. From Paramotor NC.
Yep.
Which, by the way, he texted me and asked me if I wanted one. I already have something similar to that, but I don't have his logo on there. And I was like, no, I don't need a damn thing. So I already got one. Now I'm like, oh man, I kind of wish I didn't say no.
Well, we are going to be.
Those things are incredibly useful.
Yeah, it looks like you can charge it while it's on the stand too. That's pretty cool.
He sent me a couple of different videos on how it sets up. It's like, this is really nice, and have that little picture and everything too. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So Ben is really nice.
I bet Brian doesn't know that he was featured in one of Ben's TikToks that I saw.
Oh, heck yeah, man. You didn't see my comment?
Did you? Okay.
Oh no, wait, not TikTok. I've never been on TikTok, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay,
I was in one of his YouTube videos.
Yeah, he's like my buddy Brian Waller down there. I think he reposts his stuff. I do that too.
I'm famous.
Cross platform.
Big time.
Yep. Nice name drop. I told him.
I got my screen right beside Glenn Tupper's right now, so I feel pretty famous.
So I'm with this guy.
Yeah, this guy right here. No, that's cool, man.
How are we doing on time, Glenn? I'm going to give you an opportunity to escape. I know you're crazy busy with work and everything.
Say that one more time.
How are we doing on time? I want to give you an opportunity to escape if you need to.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're fine.
how long can you hang with us tonight? If, it's almost 8 o'clock. Do you need to leave? Do you need to?
No,
Go.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right.
Really appreciate you hanging out with us, dude. This has been a good time.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man. I love talking about paramotor, man.
That's what I tell everybody. I'll talk about
Yeah.
paramotors all night. Like, watch out. Be careful.
That's
Did
right.
somebody say? Did somebody say that Mark H PPG Trike Jockey donated 15 in the show in the super chat? Said love the show.
Love the show. Thanks, Mark H.
Hey, thank Mark. Hey,
Trike Jockey.
I love my
Awesome.
chatters.
How many people do we have in the chat now? I wish I could look at it.
32 watching now. 28 thumbs up. Not a bad ratio.
One of these days, we're going to have hundreds
Thank
of.
you.
Right.
Hopefully, one of these days, we're going to have hundreds in the show.
Craig Taylor in the chat.
Awesome.
Well, I'm just looking for it. All y'all need to come to Shane's Tuesday night show because he has agreed that whenever he has more than 20 people in the chat, he'll put his wig on.
Hey, mute his microphone. Mute.
Yeah, I want to see that wig.
Oh,
So
no, no.
y'all just come on over tomorrow night.
Oh, gosh.
Here's a question
Ah,
for
funny.
Glenn real quick. I saw one of the episodes you did where it wasn't really an episode, it was just a video you did on your channel, I think, where you pack a tent and you go fly somewhere, go land in a field, and then set a tent up in the woods and just, get away from it all. What's in your kit that, an overnight kit for camping, paracamping?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was kind of an evolutionary process. I tried to find the smallest sleeping bag, a really small bivy tent. I ended up putting a water filter in there so I don't have to lug a bunch of water with me, and hopefully I choose a place where there's water close by. Obviously can't do that if there's not any water close by. I was kind of inspired by that show Alone. The show Alone, I love that show. So that's what gave me the idea to try to pack as small as I can. I put it under my fuel tank with the Parajet Zenith, and just try and go out, land somewhere, and see if I can't survive for a little bit. So it was just an idea. I want to get back into it a little bit, but I kind of got preoccupied with building out a paramotor van. So
Can I just say, I'm really glad you didn't base it off the show Naked and Afraid, because nobody wants to see that. I don't know. I'm sure someone does.
Wait a minute. You know what? That sounds good. Maybe that's the next adventure I need to do is a Naked Afraid with a paramotor.
that's
Paramotor
get a
the
lot of
Americas.
views.
Yeah.
So real quick too, we also have one more thing I would like to share.
John Hudson with True North Paramotors in Shreveport, Louisiana. Here is our Moster 185 unit. And our Adam 80 unit. Check us out at AmericanMadeParamotors.com or True North Paramotors on Facebook. And here is the coolest feature of these units to me is the easily removable swing arms that are milled from 7075 aluminum. Pin. And off goes the arm. Moster 185 units weigh 56 pounds. Adam 80s are at 44 and a half. We'll have titanium spars and hoop option coming very soon. Thank you.
John is going to be giving away a t-shirt tonight and next week also. So thank you, John. So we're going to be spinning for that nice little cell phone holder and a t-shirt tonight. So when you are ready, sir, go ahead and spin the wheel.
Yeah, real quick, I want to say I've recently done some business with True North Paramotors, John Hudson, and really happy with the experience so far. So class act. Let me adjust the wheel real quick because this is a little bit, yeah, there we go. Ticking sound.
Yeah, John lives right down the road from us. Actually, he's I've actually watched him. He used to work for a company called Skyrunner. If y'all ever seen that flying car that that they had, it was up here in Shreveport where they built that. but I've watched him build these paramotors from the ground up, and he's put a lot of time, effort, money, and thought into those paramotor frames. So they're really nice quality.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and do a screenshot real quick. Since we have so many people here and we got everyone looking pretty, everybody has nice smiles on.
Oh my God. Hold on. I got somebody who wants to join. Come on.
Somebody wants to join.
Yeah, come on. All right. We're ready.
Jack.
3, 2, 1, cheeseburgers. Gotcha.
You gotta hold still, dude.
If you saw your name in the spinning wheel and you won something, please make sure you go over to ppgzone.com/clearproptv, fill out the form, let us know that you won something in the spinning wheel or that you donated in episode 65, and we're going to send you out something special.
Hey, Shane, does the dog miss me yet?
No, my daughter actually took him to her boyfriend's parents' house where he swam in the pool, and he's not been right ever since. He he was so exhausted yesterday, he wouldn't even get up. I had to force him to go outside to go to the bathroom. And then I almost had to pick him up, put him in my bed, and he never moved all night long. And then this morning, he didn't want to get out of bed. And I came home from work and he was laying on the couch. I'm like, dude, you're 3 years old, bro. You should have bounced right back up, ready to go again. But now he's starting to come around now. Poor guy. Poor baby.
I did not.
Ben from Paramotor NC's in the house. By the way, he says, by the way, Glenn is being horrible or humble. Sorry. Just listen. I just started drinking. I've told myself I wouldn't start drinking until the show started. And this is what happens. I can't read now. He has a bunch of incredible projects that he has published over the years, more than he can cover in an hour, but try to spend some time on his channel this week. So Paramotor NC Ben is awesome guy. He actually will be on my show Tuesday night next week with Will. We're going to go over some stuff, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, Ben is an awesome guy.
Jump on real quick. I just posted the information. Jump on since you're giving away this this really cool iPhone holder.
Ben, jump on.
Jump on, sir.
Hey, do we have can we share Glenn's link or any of his links in chat so these guys can go there?
It should, all of his information should be in the description down below.
If you go to YouTube and type in Paramotor the Americas, you'll find it pretty quick. And definitely subscribe.
Paramotorguest.com should send you there too. Just type in Paramotor Guest.
Yes. I'm reading what you put in there, and it does have his Facebook, Paramotor the Americas, the website, YouTube is in there, all in the description. So you can go through extreme first paramotor flights. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, all of his information is in the description below.
And definitely thank you very much, guys. I mean, it's really nice to jump on and just talk about paramotors. Just get together with friends every Monday, and now on Tuesdays with Shane. Make sure you go over to his show, ppgshane.com, every Tuesday at what time?
8 o'clock Eastern time.
8 o'clock Eastern. So that's 7 o'clock Central?
Sure, I don't know. I'm on Eastern. That's not my problem. I have no idea. Half the time, me and Linda are asking you, what time we go on the show? Because we can't figure out the time difference.
We all, you know what? We all need to do. Everybody
time.
needs to move right here by me. That's all we need to do. Everybody here to Arkansas. It's a natural state. It's natural. Just come here. It's natural.
We're gonna need a whole lot of more super chats to help me out with my health insurance, my retirement plan, my bills.
All right. Whenever you are ready, sir, you can spin the wheel. And I know that you probably need to get out of here, right, JP?
I do. Got some stuff I gotta take care of. I just shared the you hear that ting? I got a
heard the
thumbnail
Yay.
in the group chat.
Thanks,
I took,
JP.
I took a picture too, so we got a couple tings.
Everyone
Yay.
looks very handsome.
Hey,
Okay.
quick question, man. Didn't you have a beard last week?
Still there.
Yeah, okay. Got the 5 o'clock shadow going up.
Yeah, it's a shadow. I cleaned it up a little bit. I'm getting a little bit scraggly.
Hey, Walter has a question in chat for Glenn. It says, when is he coming back to Australia? The Eagles will wait for him. And Matt.
I don't know, man. Australia, whenever they lift all the COVID restrictions, that's another thing that sucks about the future. You know, we don't know when we're going to be able to jump on a plane and fly internationally. So I hope it's soon. I hope it's soon.
How many countries have you flown in?
I really don't know. I haven't counted, but
Wow.
I do know the only continents that I have left are Africa and Antarctica. And
Wow.
one day they
Yes.
will all be conquered.
Really? You want to go to Antarctica to fly?
I think that would be awesome. Yeah.
Definitely be a
Wow.
story.
I mean,
That's
there have
incredible.
been people that have flown a paramotor in Antarctica before, you know, they have.
DP. So DP won his first round. So in the chat,
Congratulations.
say that you're there and let us know, what would you rather do? What would you rather have? Would you like to have the iPhone holder, or would you like to have the shirt? Since you were the first winner, you get to choose. What would you like? I know that there's a little bit of a lag, so we'll have to wait here a minute or a second or two. But we can still say something because, you know, we got the audio podcast, you know, that are like, so what are they doing in the background? Oh, I guess we need to have someone that can, that reminds.
Shirt, please. He said shirt, please.
All right.
Number
All right.
2.
So the next one will be for the iPhone holder from Ben. Did Ben join us yet
I haven't seen him.
in Zoom? He's given me 3 to
In the hot tub with David.
of course.
Uh,
He's given me 3 to give away. So do we give one away each?
Yeah, I say we spread them out a little bit.
Spread them out?
yeah.
59,
We got a lot of winners tonight.
Yeah.
5. Oh,
Hey, Glenn, what throttle do you use?
Yay.
I use the Polini throttle, but I cut off, you know, half of the trigger basically,
Yeah.
so that all I use is my last 2 fingers for the throttle.
Yeah.
And I
same here.
hold the brake toggle with these 2 fingers, and my throttle is with the last 2 fingers. So I use the Polini and I cut it off basically.
So have you ever or do you use any throttles that have cruise control on them?
No, I have not. No, the kind of flying I do is mostly not straight and level.
I found myself, I was climbing out trying to put my gloves on this afternoon, and my Polini doesn't have cruise control on it. So I stuck it in the pocket of my front mount, like on the handle. And that did it for about 3 seconds, and then it flopped sideways. So
I think with that Polini throttle, there's a bolt, you know, there's
Yeah.
a screw. You can replace that with like a wing nut or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I've seen people do that, where they replace that screw with like a bolt and a wing nut, so you could just tighten down the wing nut if you wanted to turn your Polini into cruise control.
Yeah. Vortex Aero has a version of the Polini that has that, right what you're saying. It's got like a thumb screw sort of set up.
Yeah, it might be nice in the future. I've just never really
Yeah.
found the need for cruise control.
Hey, JP, I sell that Vortex. We actually buy those and sell them, and I'm actually probably going to quit using them. I haven't had any complaints, but I personally have had it in the middle of flight just come loose all of a sudden, because all it's doing is using the compression on the trigger and just a little bit, it'll pop loose. I've tightened it down as hard as I can tighten it.
Yeah, that's the problem I had with it. Is it would vibrate itself loose, and it's like.
So I had this show up in the mail today from Harley Mine.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
So
Oh,
that's your cruise control setting right here, and it has a number. So you turn this and you set your cruise control. When you squeeze your trigger, you push this button down, and it stays wherever you have it set until you squeeze the trigger again, and it releases it.
Oh, that's cool. Which throttle is that?
This is what are they calling this thing? It is I forget. I've got the package here somewhere, but I cannot remember what they're calling this. But he sent it to me. It's pretty sweet, but it's pretty expensive too. This is over $200.
Wow.
Wow.
But I'm gonna probably get it hooked up. We're headed to Galveston this weekend. I'm gonna do some flying down there with Houston PPG, pick up some frames and some trikes, and I'm gonna try that throttle out and see how good I like it. I was just curious about the cruise control because we get into that discussion.
No,
I got a question for Glenn. I think I know the answer. Do you like to do a lot of acro, and have you done an SIV?
I like to fly pretty dynamic. Yeah. But I'm not like, I don't think I'm ever going to progress my acro any more than it is now. I think I've got to the point where I'm just fine. It's as fun as I want it to be for me, where, barrel rolls and I can sat, but that's it. I don't want to get into dynamic sats or anything more. I'm, like I said, to where I want to stop with the acro to the level where I don't want it to go anymore.
There seems to be a pretty definitive line, like with people that are really good, like, and can have an aggressive acro game, but like they tend to draw line at the floppy wing. I think is what they call it when you're doing the helicos and crazy and infinites and
yeah, I never want to be a person that can do that stuff. So
yeah.
It wears out your lines. It wears out your lines quick. I mean, the more G's you put on your wing and your lines, it wears it out quick.
Oh yeah. Well, and Glenn, you had a pretty rough scare, didn't you? When you had your injury. How's that? How's your back been? Did it ever hold you back at all?
No, it didn't. I mean, it hurt for a while, and then what really got my back. So I had a compression fracture in my L3 flying in Peru, and I tried to land on top of a mountain. I got complacent actually, and so I tried to land on top of a mountain and compressed my L3. It hurt for a while. I started working out, and the pain went away. And actually, since COVID and they shut down the gyms, I couldn't work out as much. So the pain started coming back. But I think that the remedy is just to start going back to the gym, But yeah.
Is that the crash you were talking about earlier, right before you flew Machu Picchu?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, on top of a mountain.
Was
The
that
mountain was like at 15,000 feet, and I was trying to land on top of this mountain in the middle of the day. Basically, I was just being lazy. I should have flew down to the bottom of the valley and landed at the bottom of the valley. My car was on top of the mountain and just become complacent. And luckily, it only caused me a compression fracture, and I can still walk. I mean, probably a couple feet higher, and I might not be here today. So
It's scary.
it is very scary.
What was Matt Minyard with you on that? Because I think I seen a video.
Yeah, he was with me, and yeah,
because he said his friend just went down. I remember that video.
yeah.
oh,
Gives you chills watching that part of the documentary, man. That's
Yeah, but you can't leave that kind of stuff out.
yeah.
I shared it, and probably I got a lot of negative feedback because of it. I know what I did. I know it was a mistake, and I wanted to put it out there so that other people don't make the same mistake.
Yeah.
You know, I
Dude,
think that's really important for all of us to share those kind of things with each other.
the humility
Absolutely.
goes a long way, dude.
Well, I think you said it best, Glenn.
Yeah.
You get complacent. And I think that's what people in this sport really need to focus on once you've flown a little bit is do not let yourself get complacent. You need to respect the air, respect the wing and the machine you're on.
I have a video I'm editing from this past weekend on that exact same thing. I got complacent and tapped the top of a tree after full throttle and hitting brakes as hard as I can just to get over top of it. I almost, yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know, something I will say about like accidents and crashes. Looking back on that crash, there was like some things that led up to prior to the crash, things that weren't going right. And it's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound weird, but usually, I mean, in aviation, it's kind of a trend, and you may have heard of it, like things that at least 3 things have happened in prior that led up to the crash. Well, the crash being the 3rd thing. And I look back on that and I remember I was in a rush. I think, what was it? This was so long ago, but there was something wrong with my pull starter. It came off and I had to fix it real fast. And then because of that, that delay in time, I was flying more towards the middle of the day. I knew I shouldn't have been, but I was there and I'm like, oh, I'm on top of this beautiful mountain. I've got snow-capped mountains that are like 17,000 feet in the background. And that was number 2. And so a lot of times whenever you see a paramotor crash or any crash in aviation, because I've studied crashes in aviation being a pilot, things kind of happen before that. When you look at it after the fact, that you could see there was a trend leading up to it. You know, it might be a little kind of sounds like what is it called, like superstition. Yeah, there you go, thank you. It sounds a little superstitious, but if you talk to anybody that's been in aviation or pilots, you know this to be true. You know, so talking about being complacent, if you can take a second and think about these things, then you make that decision where you're like, well, today is probably a good day to pack it up and go home, and I'll try again another day. If you start to notice those trends starting to build on each other, you know. That's all I have to say about that.
No, but you're not the first person I've heard. I've heard that multiple times since I started flying.
Hey, we've had a couple questions. One was from Paramotor MC. Glenn, aside from Mr. Park, have there been other mentors to you over the years? And the other one, I think you meant, it was from Jim CR120. He asked about your most dramatic, or I can't remember the question. I can't find it now. Pretty much what breaking your back would be probably your worst incident you've had.
Oh yeah, definitely that was the worst. Any other mentors? Yeah, I would say there's a guy in Argentina. His name's Edwin Harvey. And I found out about this guy through Facebook. He's an aerial photographer. And actually that was one of the reasons why I made that trip down to South America, because I flew down there before and flew with him. He treated me like family, and I promised him I'd come back. So that's one of the other motivating things that made me do that trip, is I kept my promise to him and went back. But definitely Edwin Harvey down in northern Argentina, one of my greatest mentors for flying.
Awesome.
But you'll hear about that story if you want to know about that story. If you watch that movie, Paramotor the Americas, I talk about, and you'll get to see Edwin down in Argentina.
He invites you in for Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, for Christmas, man. He brought me in and like treated me like just like his own family, like his own son, you know, down in Argentina. I mean, that's what paramotor, I mean, so I just want to say something about, if you watch Paramotor the Americas or watch anything that I've ever put out, the only thing I ever wanted to do was help inspire people like you guys, and I'm really big on adventure flying and meeting people all around the United States, all around the world. And if you watch something that I've made and you're inspired to go to the next state even, or to the next city and meet other guys, and then that makes me happy, just knowing that if you're just a little bit inspired, just to go use the paramotor to see the world in a different way. So that's all.
Very cool. Hey guys, I
Glenn,
hate
where are
to do
you
it.
at? Are you in North Carolina?
No, I'm down in Gainesville, Florida right now, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, dang, man, I didn't know that while you were talking with Brooke. I thought y'all got to fly together all the time.
Oh well, we do fly together. I live in Charlotte, but right now I had a trip, so I had to fly down.
Gotcha.
I'll be back in Charlotte tomorrow. Yeah, he's not too far away from me. He's got the playground out there, man, out in Western North Carolina. That is like
Yeah.
the ultimate playground.
I went and visited him for about a week and hung out at his greenhouse and flew at the sod farms a few times, and it was awesome, man.
It's amazing out there.
Y'all got some good people over there in North Carolina, man. I think Jim's over there now. I think Will Flies over there, and you got Paramotor NC, Brooke, his whole gang. So
yeah,
got to come back up and visit y'all, man, for sure.
Hey, real quick, Glenn, so honored to have you here, man. I have to run, but your adventure flying is just so awesome. It's very inspirational, and the people in the chat, if you read some of the comments, it's really cool to see. So
I appreciate you guys having me on, man. I always love talking about it. So anytime. It's nice talking to you guys.
Love it, dude.
Thank you,
Love it.
Glenn.
Later, JP.
Night, guys. I'll catch you
Bye,
next
JP.
week. I'll
See you,
see you on
man.
Shane's show tomorrow. So thanks, guys.
Promises.
And
Thank you very
better
much.
shoot me a message. Shoot me a message to remind me.
Hey, Glenn, how long have you known Matt Minyard?
I've known Matt for a long time, since 2012, I think. And go ahead.
Were you around? Were you with him when he first got going?
Right after, like, he came to Beach Blast. Right after he learned how to fly, he came to Beach Blast, and we became friends. And I put out on the internet, "Hey, I'm going on this trip. Who wants to go with me?" This was the only dude in the world that raised his hand and said, "I'm coming." Well, probably the only other crazy guy in the world that would say, "Yeah, I'll drive through Central and South America with a paramotor." So yeah.
No, I know Matt, man. He's a great dude. I've got pleasure to fly with those guys when I first got going. We've all kept in touch, and I run into them all the time, and we get to Mark Honeycutt, Kyle O'Glee. They just live right down the road from me. So, I luckily get to fly with all these YouTube stars and everything. But I really like Matt, man. Matt's a good guy. He took my wife up on a tandem and gave her controls and hooked. Just cost me a lot of money is what he did.
Now she's hooked.
Yeah, Matt loves to fly, man. Matt, you can say whatever you want about Matt, but Matt just loves to fly, man. He's down for pretty much anything. He came with me on Australia. He was with me on Sky Trippers. It's like, "Hey, Matt, you want to go to Antarctica?" Heck yeah, when we going? How we getting there? That'll be the next one, huh?
Matt Minyard, he was on Paragliding Talk about 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think he
yeah,
was.
Glenn.
I think he was supposed to be, but then he was flying.
Oh, no, but he got him on the following week. He got him on. Yeah, the other week then my grandson played Matt Minyard, yes, that night. So yeah.
G'day, Glenn from Australia. How are you?
Hey, mate.
How are you? I said about the Eagle. I think that was a great part of that trip along the Hume Highway where you guys stopped. and encountered the eagle. Well, I think you and Matt both got attacked a bit from it.
Yeah, it tried to take us out.
Yeah, so he's waiting for you to come back, mate.
I bet he's still there. I bet he's still there waiting.
I'd say so. You know, I've been through that part of the country, but it must have been at night. And yeah, when I saw your footage of that area, I went like, wow, I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, good. I love following you and Matt wherever you go. It's great.
Thanks.
You.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
PPG Pirate. Good Lord. PPG Pirate. Kobe Cox wants your email or wants to know how to get a hold of you.
ppgpirate.com, man.
Yeah, ppg.
That's my, just go to, I'm wheelsupwnc@gmail.com.
Wheelsupnc@gmail.com.
Wheelsupwnc@gmail.
WNC, Western North Carolina.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm going to lose you guys here in a minute, so I got to take off, but awesome hanging with y'all tonight.
All right. Well, drive safe.
See you, Pirate.
See you, Pirate.
His email really should be ppgpirate@gmail.com. I'm just saying.
I'll fix it.
Be so much easier. So anyway, we can talk for hours upon hours about paramotors. I love talking about paramotors. This is the only night that I take off to actually, just not work, just talk about paramotors, hang out with my friends a little bit on Tuesday nights. And actually last night I was on OPN's Our Paramotor Nations. I was actually watching that live, which is great. I haven't been able to do that. I see Jim Reeves is in the chat, or actually here at Zoom. How you doing, Jim? Good to see you, my friend. Did you ever get your strobe in the mail? If it was late, it was my fault. Just saying.
No, it hasn't arrived yet, but I'm patient, and I did fill out the form on PPG Zone just before the show today.
Okay, now, just so I know for sure, and I believe that we talked earlier, you won some stickers from John at True North Paramotors. When it arrived, the stickers were gone. Is that correct? Or is that somebody else? I couldn't remember.
It was it? Yeah, I was the one that had the envelope with the hole and no stickers inside.
Okay, do me a favor. Go over to zone.com/clearproptv. Put in there that you won some stickers from True North Paramotors, and he'll send you some more stickers.
Okay, do I need to do that in a different one? Because the one I did tonight, I put stickers and strobe. You need something different?
Yeah, put True North Paramotor stickers. That way I will know to forward that over to John, and he'll send you some new stickers.
Okay.
Hey, Sean needs help, man. He's having a hard time keeping up with everybody.
It was so hard. At first, it was like, just email me. And then my email exploded. It's like 5,000 emails. I'm like, I can't go through this. I need to organize this. And Josh Perry over at PPG Zone said, hey, let's go ahead and make this easier on you. So he's trying to make it easier on me. And it kind of is and isn't. You know what? I need a whole staff. Anybody want to help me out? Because this is hard.
What are we doing? We're here helping you right now. Hey, I got a follow-up question for Jim. Has Morgan and his wife had their baby yet? I knew they were due right about now.
Okay, so this is on the internet, so I'll be careful. Could be any day now. Could be any day. We're heading. We'll be seeing them in a week, and if we need to stay a couple extra days to see the baby, then that's the case. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw on Facebook where you were going up there. Did you manage to convince your wife to take your paramotor?
We did a chat with him last night, and he had a flight and he broke a prop, and I happen to have a spare prop. So since I'm bringing a prop and the subject came up, he's like, yeah, we should. So I got a little bit of a glare from her, but it looks like I'm bringing the machine.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, a question for Jim, Mr. Perfect Jim. Do you have any vocabulary in the cursing well? No.
Perfect, Jim. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, you, Mr. Question Man.
Oh, what was the question? Do I have any vocabulary or what?
Do you have any cursing vocabulary in your mind? I'd
Not
say
on this show.
Not on this show.
No. Well, I was a sailor. I do regret that I did have some sailor speak, but I got rid of that. Just no need for it anymore.
It's a choice, isn't it, Jim?
It is a choice, and I'm a grandpa. I just want to be the same guy in front of my grandkids as I am not in front of the grandkids. So it was just one of those things. Even when I did talk like a sailor, I didn't do it in front of women and children. And I thought that was pretty honorable, but then I just figured, it's time to be same one way and the other. So I changed.
Lead by example, man. Good for you.
Yeah.
Hey,
And just real quick too, I'm sorry, Shane. Don't forget that Jim is also paramotorguy.com.
Oh.
All those expenses, you didn't mention all those domain names.
I don't have 15 minutes every at the beginning to go through all my domain names anymore.
Hey, real quick, Brian,
Go ahead.
can you put in PPG Pirates email again for Kobe Cox in the chat? He said he was unable to either understand it or.
Yeah, I can't put it in the chat, but it's Wheels Up WNC, Western North Carolina, at gmail.com.
You're a moderator. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm having internet issues. My dad installed a new router, and apparently right when the show started, it decided to upload some new software that we all have to agree to.
It's Wheels.
I'm surprised my Zoom's still working.
It's Wheels Up with the S.
Yep, Wheels Up WNC at gmail.com. Yeah, Brooke just got his tandem certification, and he's going to be training people. He's going to get some more certification pretty soon too. I think. I don't want to give away too much information, but he's opening up some school and trying to sell some products there out of North Carolina.
Oh, that's cool.
Really awesome. That reminds me, paraswagusa.com. When are we going to go to get our tandem? Sometime next month, right? Do we figure that one out yet?
Yeah, we haven't made a plan, but it's supposed to be next. It's supposed to be next month. I don't know when. We'll just have to figure that out.
No, you're supposed to say we'll wing it.
Yeah, we'll wing it.
Hey guys, I just want to say thanks. I got to run. I got to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to go fly. So
wow. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Yes.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
I like how you said I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to go fly. Like it's a
no, this is for work. This isn't for fun. So
okay, that's different.
If you have to fly for work, it can't be too bad, man.
Oh yeah.
And Glenn,
I know.
It was an honor to meet you, sir.
all right,
Thank
thanks
you,
guys. It
Glenn.
was nice talking to all y'all.
Yeah.
Blue
Thanks,
skies.
Glenn.
And
Yeah.
hopefully I'll see you guys in the air sometime soon, somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Be safe, Glenn.
Glenn, don't
Good night,
forget, and don't forget, Glenn, go over to ppgzone.com/clearproptv, fill out the form, and there's a drop down that says guest. We'll send you something just for being on the show.
All right, man. Awesome. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you. Have a great day.
See you guys. Bye.
Hey guys,
What's up, Jay?
Jay.
I don't know if anybody saw any of the video that I just did at all. We're up in Linden, Washington, and I'm pretty sure I found an instructor on PPG Zone this last week before we came out here, and Eric called him and we met up with him, and he just took a little flight for us. And I don't know if you guys saw any of that at all, but he just landed, and we're gonna meet him briefly, but I just wanted to show you the view of his backyard. Can you see the mountains out there?
Yeah.
That's
His name
beautiful.
is-
Definitely.
His name is Andy. He's just coming in right now. I got him on some video also, and he's got a lake in his backyard. So, but he's an instructor, I guess, and we're just gonna learn some information about him. So,
How is it noon there? What are you in
How is what?
Australia? Are you in Australia? How's it noon there? Look at that.
I know. It's so dark
It is 6:30 here.
Yeah, dude, you on the East Coast, man. It's a big country, big country.
Man, I'm jealous.
So,
Oh, you get to
Andy,
see
say
the
hi to
sunrise 4 hours
everybody.
before her.
There. So I'm gonna let you guys go though.
Uh-oh. I don't know what just happened there.
Hey Jade. Oh, she lost. We lost her. Oh, there she is. Hey
Yeah,
Jade,
go ahead.
tell Eric to give me a call tomorrow.
Okay, I will.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Okay, I'll maybe try to come back on later.
See you, Jade.
All right, see you later, Jade.
Bye.
Good night.
And just in case y'all did not know, you can go over to paramotorgirl.com and see all of her crazy shenanigans. You know, I got to let everybody know their .coms. You know, you got the Will Fly, ppg.com. I mean, look at all these .coms that we have. I mean, you got to go and check them out. That's the whole reason why we're doing this show, is to get people noticed. And the easiest way to get people noticed is to get a nice little .com that forwards to their youtube.com/elementalp128, whatever that long URL is that no one can find. I'm trying to give you a nice little area that we can focus on. So what do we have? Who do we have here right now? And how many people do we have in the chat? And how many people are watching? We have what, 4, 8, 9, 10 people here in the Zoom. And how many
20,
people?
21 watching,
21.
37 thumbs up, and 3 from the same person thumbs down.
How is it that we have Shane's face twice? Why is that?
I'm okay with thumbs down because
It's my computer.
That's just engagement. You know, YouTube goes, hey, that's engagement. You know, if they're really trolls, if they're really negative, then they don't say anything. They don't post anything. That way there's no engagement. So
it used to bother me a little bit, but you know, when somebody made a comment of you know, if you don't have any haters, you know, once you have haters, you basically made it. So, you know, I don't know how true that is, maybe to some extent, but I like it. So that may be my perspective.
We're rolling up on 20,000 subscribers. So if we only get 3 thumbs down in a 2 or 3 hour video, we're doing really well.
I didn't put it with the package instructions. Yeah.
JR.
Can I give a shout out?
Yeah.
Where'd
Okay.
I go?
Just hit me. I forgot to put a sticker in the package I mailed out today. John Adams Jr. Contacted me. They ordered through the parachickpies.com brownies and cookies for his daughter. She said that when she hears the show, she keeps asking them, have you ordered my cookies yet? So that got shipped out to him today. I don't see him in the chat tonight, but I just realized that we did not put the sticker with the brownies and cookies. So it was not with it when I shipped in the box. So if he hears the show later, I will get Candace her sticker and a thank you note. So I'm sure he'll listen to the show, the recording later.
And if you're listening to the show and you're waiting for a sticker from Parachick Pies, then what you can do is you can go to ppgzone.com/clearproptv, fill out the form, let us know that you want some stickers from us, and we'll send you a free sticker. Also,
maybe.
Unless you live in Australia.
Maybe on the
If you live in Australia, it's not free. It's plus shipping.
Maybe on Paraswag, but with Parachick Pies, I'm making stickers, so they'll get a Parachick sticker.
Yeah, go ahead and plug your .com again real quick. What is your .coms?
Parachickpies.com is the website, and to help support Resurgence, and the parachick.com is the YouTube channel.
Okay, and also, Mark, don't you have something too? What's your .com? And go ahead and plug yourself real quick. From paraswagusa.com.
Oh, yeah. I know who he's talking about.
Paraswagusa.com. We just do paramotor gear. We are updating our training. The guy, John Hudson, that you did the paramotor video that he built earlier, he's going to be on our training page. Kyle's already on there. David Ruff's going to be on there. We got Carson over in Florida. We've got Lone Star Paramotors, Ben Muir up in Tennessee, which is with Freedom Paramotors. So we've hooked up with a bunch of guys. I'd like to get with Brooke at some point and see if he wants to get some accessories and start pushing some of that stuff over there with him in North Carolina or wherever he's at, and see what's going on. How many people here on the panel right now are going to Bad Apples?
Me.
Moonshiners.
Me.
My birthday.
Well, any of them is going to be moonshiners.
What about EFD?
I'm out.
Well, that's September, right?
That's
Yeah, maybe not.
September.
We don't know. I mean, past July and August, I'm not sure what is going on. I might be able to go to everything past moonshiners. I don't know.
Don't know what you don't know.
Don't know
How
what I
about
don't
Dave
know.
Purden?
I don't.
I'll be there.
When is that? That's
Where's that located at, Shane?
That is in it's in Ohio. It's Portsmouth, Ohio.
Oh, that means David Wolf will be probably there.
Yes, he will. It's like 2 hours from his house.
Yeah, I was gonna go. No, I don't know.
Well, that's all right. I'll be there.
Brooks talking about another fly-in a month after Moonshiners in his area. That might work out pretty good. Is that a
Does
public
North Carolina
fly-in, Brooke, or is that
fly-in?
private?
Okay.
No, it's gonna be open. Cody Buck, the guy who's putting on Moonshiners, he'll be putting this video out later, but it's at a personal private property, about 20 minutes away from Moonshiners, on the Nochucky River. It's gonna be awesome.
Heck yeah.
And just in case you wanted to know where all the events are, I just posted a link. You can always go to ppgzone.com to find out where all of the cool events are and where all the fly-ins are going to be. So make sure you go there and check that out too.
In honor of Moonshiners, I am making tonight chocolate whiskey cupcakes. So everything that I'm bringing for the desserts for Moonshiners will be booze inspired.
Nice. Take two and call me in the morning, right?
Here's on that one, right? Who else has .coms that they want to plug real quick? Shane, what's yours?
Oh, just
You got-
call it ppgshane.com. You can find me and my YouTube channel there.
What goes on every Tuesday?
Well, on every Tuesday night, we have a Tuesday night hangout where we pretty much hang out. We don't have one particular thing that we talk about. We could talk about just about anything, and we have fun. Tomorrow night, we are going to talk about complacency, which I'd actually already discussed, but it just happened to come up tonight. But anyways, with the video that I'm talking about, I'm editing now. I completely and totally almost wrapped myself into a tree, and it's all my fault. I got comfortable. I didn't realize I was going downwind. I was paying attention to one flat-nosed, stinky little animal running through the grass, and when I looked up, I was like, oh, my bad. And yeah, it happens a lot. I've had two different instances. I've had a riser twist, literally went through my whole safety check, and I overlooked what I was looking at and took off. And this was a while ago with the riser twist, but it almost caused me to crash. And then this past weekend with this last video that I'm trying to edit, it literally could have really been bad. And it didn't have to be a big tree. Didn't have to be, thank God it wasn't a really tall tree, but my cage smacked the top of the tree. And if it wasn't for full throttle and just burying the brakes, trying to get that last little surge of lift, I would have smacked that tree and I would have probably hung my motor up on it and it would have just sent me downhill. So tomorrow night we will be talking about that and many, many other things, because we literally don't stick to a subject too long. We kind of, if somebody says something in the chat,
Get
we
that
run
on
with
video?
it. Yes, it's on video. Would you like to see?
Yes.
I was going to ask him the same thing, Jim.
Don't show it tonight, Shane. Don't show
Yeah,
it.
save it.
We
Yeah,
need
we
all
do.
these people to come to your show tomorrow night, because the most
Yeah.
important thing that's going to come out of the show is when we hit 20 in the chat.
Brian, would you
So
like
what's
to
gonna happen?
explain what happens when I hit 20 in the chat?
Well, he has a whole array of wigs, and we're going to get to see them one at a time.
That sounds like a lot of wigs. I only have 2, but as
That's more than one.
long as we have 20 people watching or more, I will continue to wear the wig. As soon as it drops below 20, then it comes off. So please don't come and watch anything tomorrow night.
Can we mail you wigs to wear on the show?
I don't know. I need to know where this wig has been first.
Shaney, so you gotta say, I gotta say a Shaney. Gotta go, oh my God, I'm wigging out.
Good way to keep it PPG rated.
Yes.
That's an old 80s. Isn't that, they used to do it in the 80s or something, or in high school, or when maybe I was in high school. Oh my God, I'm wigging out. Don't you guys remember that?
Wait a minute, Linda. Are
Anybody?
you trying to tell me you were in high school in the 80s?
Please,
Liar, liar.
Backtrack, we're not talking about this.
Do what?
I said, good thing I like you, Shaney.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know. But I had to throw that wigging out because it was just like, it was such a Shaney joke.
Oh, speaking of joke,
That's the problem.
We haven't really heard a
Parent
joke.
trucker.
You haven't even really heard a joke from Shane. I think
No, not tonight, guys. I have not been drinking. I'm on my 3rd beer for tonight.
Man, I would be knocked out. Come on.
Hey,
I'm not even.
hey Shane, there was a guy that told a joke at work the other day, and it was a Shane joke. It was definitely a Shane joke.
Oh no.
He said, I have a friend that writes songs about sewing machines. He's a singer-songwriter.
That's
Is that not a Shane joke, guys? Come on.
That is a Shane joke. That
That's
is.
a Shane joke. Yeah.
Yes.
well, I got a joke. I got a joke.
Uh-oh.
And this is not a Shane joke. It's kind of better. It's more of a G.
Not funny?
But no, it's probably not funny. What are caterpillars afraid of?
Caterpillars?
Yeah, what are caterpillars afraid of?
What?
Birds?
What are they afraid of?
Dogapillars.
Caterpillars.
Caterpillars are afraid of dogapillar. Come on, that's hilarious.
Oh my God.
All right. So my car.
All right, where's the thumbs down button?
I know. Right? So, all right, here's my second and my last one. What do you call a car that writes his life story? An autobiography. A car. Oh my goodness, Sean!
Shane, please get a
dad jokes.
Shane, please get a joke.
Is anybody watching the chat? Is the numbers plummeting or what?
Well, let's just say I'd still be wearing a wig right now, but barely.
Hey, the rest of that one, the one about the singer-songwriter is So It Seems.
Oh,
So it seems.
I feel like I'm on laughing.
That's a little bit better.
Oh my goodness. All right.
So if you
Anybody
pick
else
up your
got some
phone and you
jokes?
say, "Hey Siri, tell me a joke," you'll get something better.
Actually, that's where I learned these.
Hey, you made my phone go off. It said, "Why do chickens play in the pool?" Marco Polo. Oh my
boy.
God, that's crazy. You
Yeah.
said that and my phone picked it up.
Oh,
You-
hey Bill. Hey
Yo.
Bill. Guess what? Oh, I'm sorry.
What? Well, you can't do that. You can't be like, guess what? Then not say anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Remember before the show, I said that I got something special for you.
Uh-oh.
All
Yeah, I
right.
forgot about that.
So I got my guy to be to make a T-shirt, and it's quote, "Hey, I got a bail" by ppgbrian.com, and I can't wait for you to actually see it.
I
So
can't wait to see it, brother.
You got your own T-shirt,
Oh my God, I love it.
and
I like it. I like it a lot.
We're gonna be putting that up. You cannot lie. Oh, okay. We got another one that's it's quote, "I like big butt fans and I cannot lie."
Yeah.
That one's
I thought about making one that says on the front in 4 big letters, "Don't kick hay bales," and then on the back it says, "Or report Tucker to the FAA." And, but
That's good.
I haven't printed it yet.
We also got another
That
one
sounds
that's being
awesome.
made right now. It says this shirt is rated PPG. And we got
Oh,
another one that says my plans this weekend are up in the air.
Oh, I like that one.
We
I like
got
that one.
another one that says I'm kind of up, and we got another one that says I'm kind of up in the air about paramotors. So if you and we got a couple more too that that I'll be showing you. I'll be sharing with you guys privately until we launch them next weekend or next week Monday.
Cool. I'm
Wow.
excited.
So we only have what? How many people are watching? So not too many people know about this right now. So anybody that just heard that, shh, be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
Spread it.
Sean, I don't know how you work 3 jobs and do all the things you do, man. We appreciate it, bro. You know,
Yeah.
so
It's-
we wouldn't, none of us would be here if it weren't for you.
Well,
Exactly.
thank you very much. And I want to say too, thank you very much. There's been a couple of people that has opened up their heart and gave me some personal donations. So those people out there that have done that, this is truly from my heart. Thank you very, very much. I've already told you in person, but I just want to say out there, thank you very much for everyone that has helped me out. And you guys know who you are. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
That's right. Paragliding talk. Right.
PPG Grandpa, I got a question for you.
What's that?
How old's your oldest grandkid?
My oldest grandkid? Hey, Dragon Campers.
Come over here, Squirt.
We got Dragon Campers here in the background. This is the daddy of all my grandkids. Come over here and say hi.
I don't know how old she is.
Come over here and say hi.
She's 3.
Let me turn
He's
off
the daddy of the grandkids. How old are the
daddy
grandkids?
of the grandkids. Let me go ahead and turn off the background real quick. Say hi to everybody. This is Dragon Campers, my son Cameron.
Cameron.
Howdy, Cameron.
If you don't know, you can go over to dragoncampers.com. He's a hot shot. He's a hot shot daddy. You're a hot shot daddy. So don't say that. It sounds weird.
Great, great.
If you didn't
Dad.
ask him who his daddy was, that would be weird.
Are any of your grandkids kiting age yet?
JT's in the house.
We got doggies in the house.
What was that again?
How do?
You're all hanging with the crazies tonight on Monday.
Those are some great jokes.
Look at yourself, Linda.
Hi, honey. How are you? Walter.
I'm fine.
You look fine.
Thank you.
Hey, Walter, why don't you tell him that joke that you told me the other day?
All right, back to the jokes.
Which one was that? I
You
can't
don't remember? Yeah, I remember it. He said, "What did baby corn say to mama corn?
Oh,
I hear you.
Where's popcorn?"
Well, that wasn't me, was it? I don't remember that one.
I was deflecting.
Will, don't deflect. Just own it. Own the groaner.
Robert
The shame.
Walker would say like popcorn. You said popcorn?
Popcorn.
Hey, you have to own the groaners. Shane owns them very well.
He does. Hey, he does a good job at that, I must admit.
Will, you can take over Shane's place for the jokes.
No, man.
Wait. That gives me an idea. Hold on. A mama tomato, a daddy tomato, and a baby tomato walking down the road. The baby tomato falls back. The daddy tomato goes back, stomps on the baby tomato, and says, "Catch up."
Hurry up, ketchup and mustard.
Oh man, you guys on a roll.
Hey, man, we love hearing your jokes, man, and giving you a hard time about it.
Oh, listen, I try so hard to find jokes that are PPG rated, and they're just like they're like unicorns. I mean, it's just truly, it's really hard. All the dirty jokes are super funny, but I can't do it.
They got an app for that, right?
Which one?
Well, they got a Chuck Norris app. Chuck Norris fighting around the world, man. It's got like 1,000 Chuck Norris jokes.
Oh well,
there's a bunch of apps out there, man, for jokes.
Yeah,
you
but
mean to say it's BPG rated?
Yeah, maybe not.
I know they're just not the ones that are PPG rated are not funny. Oh, it's
You have to
super
go to the
hard.
children's library to get those.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at jokes, man. Occasionally I just let slip a good one-liner and people laugh, but yeah, coming up with a joke on the spot, man, I suck at it. That's what
It
we
just
got
has to
Shane
be.
for.
It just has to be a tongue and groove kind of moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lickety split.
Okay, I got one real quick. It's an Easter bunny joke. It's a riddle. What kind of jewelry does the Easter bunny wear? This is a good one.
Nothing but the
Ready?
finest.
14 karat gold.
Carrot gold.
Oh, that's funny.
Did you just Google that? Stop encouraging her. Stop.
Don't even get me started. Where does Valentine's Day come? Where does Valentine's Day come after Easter? In the dictionary.
Oh my God.
All right. So we can go ahead and mute Linda's microphone. Hey,
tell me a joke.
Come on, somebody,
Tell me a story.
somebody,
You know it's bad when Shane once says the jokes aren't funny.
Yes. Jim's my biggest critic.
Chili Eilish.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, somebody's actually Googling jokes, I think. I heard in the background.
A joke walks.
It's Sean.
Oh,
it's Sean. Isn't it?
That's weird. I've never met a joke before.
Okay, so here you go. A fish
That's
swims into a wall. What does he say?
oh my God.
What's
Jim,
that?
Fish swims into a wall. What does
Jim,
he say?
start over. Hold on. Jim,
Yeah,
start over.
I hear an echo.
A fish swims into a wall. What does he say?
I know.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, I
It's
like that.
that easy. It's that easy.
That's good.
Jane, get a vocabulary next week of jokes, please.
I have a bunch. I just can't say them here.
You can go ahead. It's the after show. Just let everybody know that you're going to tell a joke and it's not PPG rated.
Hey, we're gonna get you a joke book, PG rated joke book. I'll look for it.
Hey,
Walter heard all these jokes yesterday then, right?
Yeah. Or actually,
That's right.
Tomorrow. He heard him
Or
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, made me think
Oh,
about
yeah,
that. How
man.
dare you make me think that hard this late in the dang day?
Yes, Sean.
Yeah, Walter, did you see this? We
Yep.
from Will Fly. Will Fly sent you this. So if anybody wants to send Will Fly or Will Fly, if anybody wants to send Walter some stuff to send over to Down Under where he lives. So I'm sorry, Walter.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's better. Now I can read it.
Look what Will Fly got.
ASU.
But yeah, we have we got the our address down below. If you want to send Walter something, just send it over to that address down below, and we will forward that.
Is that kind of like Down Under, down below?
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So, so
thank you, Will.
I like that.
Hey, any country that gives, good bands like ABBA to the world can't be all that bad.
ABBA? They're not from Australia.
Oh, they're not?
I was thinking
I
about
think it was
Olivia
the Bee Gees.
Newton-John.
Maybe are the Bee Gees from Australia?
Yeah, Olivia Newton-John. Yeah, no, there's plenty. Yeah.
I like how he did that. The Olivia Newton-John and yeah, there's plenty. Yeah.
Yeah. JR Paramotor. JR Paramotor asked, or told a joke in the chat. Why don't rabbits make noise when they have sex? Because they have cotton balls.
Oh my God. You're like out of
Pretty
control.
impressive because they have some big old ears too.
Start here.
I read it, but it was really I read it. It was hair to see. I mean hard to see.
Oh man. Oh my God.
AC/DC. Kobe
That
Cox
got-
said
that got
AC/DC.
hairy.
It did.
Maybe if you could get us all the rest of us to have that many drinks, maybe your jokes would be funny.
I'm on.
Maybe.
Hey Shane, you know why you don't tell secrets in a cornfield?
Because they can hear you.
Because of all the ears.
I was close. I was close.
That was kind of a dad joke. Hey, does anybody have any jokes in the chat that you want to talk about?
You know why you don't tell secrets in a cornfield? Because then they will stalk you. That's right off the cuff, just so you know.
That's
good.
Hey, Mark, is that that T-shirt in the back with the flying taco? Is that Kyle O?
That is Kylo inspired, actually.
Well
Yeah,
done.
he's the reason we made that T-shirt. To be honest, he was the first one to get one.
Excellent. Well done.
We've actually thought about doing a fly-in called the Taco Run, where you fly from. So we have an airport here. This is just an idea in the works, but we have an airport here in Atlanta, Texas, that we have access to fly out of. And then about 26 miles to the west, maybe the little southwest, is another airport in Vivian, Louisiana. So what we're thinking about doing is doing a thing called the Taco Run, where you have taco trucks waiting at one of the fly LZs, and you fly from one airport to the other, and then you can stop and eat lunch and then go back.
Awesome.
You got to do it on a Tuesday, man.
Taco Tuesday, man.
That was good.
You got a joke in the chat.
Uh-oh. Let's hear
From
it.
Turkey in the Sky. How do you keep a turkey in suspense?
Deep fry it?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
I have a feeling there's not going to be an answer to that one.
Hey, yeah. Who you call a turkey?
How bad was that joke that was held by Jim CR120? Because
I don't know.
Must not have been PPG rated.
Have y'all ever seen the Mexican words of the day?
Yes.
So
Funny as heck.
so Mexican word of the day is I was gonna go hunting, bow hunting today, but I didn't have an arrow.
What's the difference? But is my mic on? What's the difference? What's the difference?
Have another beer, bro.
Number 4.
Hey, he'll be passed out in the seat, Brian.
No, I'm on number 4. Usually by now I'm on number 10.
That's Josh that passes out.
Yeah, right. So what's the difference between horny and hungry?
Oh God.
Where you put the cucumber.
Wow.
Okay, I think we've exceeded the PPG-13 rating.
Yeah, that's at least PPG 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least no matter how you slice it.
We talking about the cucumber?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
The cucumber.
hopefully.
Where do cantaloupes go in the summer? I don't know, PPG Pirate. Where?
John Mellencamp.
John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh, I love it.
That's a good one.
That was great. I love it.
Good one, Pirate.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, everybody's getting into this now. That's so funny.
I tell you guys, you know what? This is good. You know what? It's so nice to just laugh every once in a while. So I'm okay with telling jokes until we are done with this live stream. Matter of fact, I am going to put the meeting ID and password in here again. Guys, jump on. Tell us your funniest joke. Even if it's not paramotor related, I really don't care. I need to hear some funnies, so why not?
So I had some feedback from a viewer and participant recently that said that they really enjoy our show, and the one reason they like our show as a favorite is because we smile and we laugh, and it's not all serious and we cut up, you know.
Right.
So keep it up, man. Tell the bad jokes and keep smiling and just have fun, because that's what we're here for.
Sorry.
Makes them feel a lot smarter too, I think.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, look at these idiots. I feel smart now. Yeah.
Hey, since PPG Pirate just made a pretty doggone funny joke in the chat.
Oh, tell us.
Why are pirates always angry? They just are.
The Minnesota booty.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
That's a ppgpirate.com joke for sure.
That's good. That's good.
I apologize.
I have one more Mexican word of the day. It's wind chill. So my old lady caught me cheating, and she threw a brick through my wind chill.
That's a bad thing.
Nobody knows. It's like, okay.
All right, I'll give a couple more tries here. What does a nosy pepper do?
A nosy what?
It gets jalapeno business.
Jalapeno business. Good one. Good one.
Oh man.
That's
Let's
a
say you're
dad
flying
joke.
around in your paramotor and you're over the water and you see a blue whale. What do? Try to cheer him up.
Oh, pretty.
Oh my goodness. I think the next thing we need to do after we are done publishing the Paramotor Calendar is to make a Paramotor joke book.
Yeah. Really.
Exactly. I love it that the people on the chat even got into it tonight with the jokes.
Have y'all ever seen it? Somebody put up on YouTube? I saw this right before or right as I trained over a year ago. This guy put up this short video. He nails sarcasm. He basically and he says, "You do not want to train paramotors. Whatever you do, do not get into paramotors." Since I got into paramotors, I have to run all the damn time. I lost a bunch of weight. You know, he just goes on, and it's all so true and hilarious. Has anybody else ever seen that? Because I tried to find that again.
I saw that was the best one I've ever seen. That was so good. Why, something like why you should not be a paramotor pilot or something like that?
10 reasons why you shouldn't get into
Yes.
PPG.
Am I here? Did we make it?
Awesome.
That's fly.
We got Kylo on.
That's
He's like,
fly
you have
out,
to,
isn't it?
you have to
Y'all-
learn
y'all hear
about the
me?
weather and, you know, learn how to take care of a 2-stroke engine and, you know, just some
You
cool
get to
stuff.
see things you've never seen before. You know, you lose friends that are just weighing you down, and now you have friends that are, you know, bringing you up. Yeah.
Kylo just jumped on. Kylo Oakley's in here.
Hey,
Much love.
I tried, but I just got done. We're on our way to town to get stuff.
What's up, Kylo?
Taco Man.
Taco Man.
Okay, so I have a joke for the PPG Pirate, but it is PPG 16 maybe.
It's all good.
Okay, so a pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel stuck to his zipper, and the bartender says, "Hey, is that a steering wheel on your zipper?" And he says, "Yar, and it's driving me nuts."
Good one.
Sorry, ladies.
Trying to get
Oh
on
my
there.
God.
Oh my.
Nice.
Hi,
I officially rank that as the funniest one of the night so far.
I agree.
I don't know if the ladies think
No,
so.
that was great. My wife even laughed.
Yeah.
See, the further you get away from PPG rated, I guess it do get a little funnier, huh, Shay?
There we go.
You're riding the line on that one.
I just been laughing at all of them tonight. Like, yay, we're good. Okay.
Shane, they're all killing you tonight, mate.
That's
Kyle,
okay. I'm prepared to be kicked. What do you call?
Kyle, oh, can you hear us? We don't see you, but can you hear us, Kyle?
Oh, he's gone.
He's going in and out. He's
I
got
don't think he
that,
had a good connection. Yeah, he's coming
Yeah.
back though.
he's
Yeah,
got
all
that
right,
Springfield,
so-
Louisiana internet.
What do you call a guy? What do you call a guy with no arms, no legs?
You there, Kyle?
The internet's pretty bad. I'm 100% on that.
There he is.
Squirrel.
There he
What's
is.
up, G?
We headed to town. My wife says the light is annoying, so I may have to go back dark mode. Yeah, she can't see. We're driving down the highway. Here we go. Lights out. All right. I'm still
Hey,
here
Gio.
though.
Hi, guys. Kyle.
Hi, I'm driving.
How y'all doing?
Yo.
Eat your mic over there.
Good to see you and not see you at the same time.
That's right. That's right.
Never looked
Hey,
better.
you can see me when the car passes.
Good contact, Kyle.
Hey, Jen, Emma Grace is absolutely over the moon about coming to work with the horses.
Well, good. I talked to her today a little bit. She's excited. I'm ready. I need help.
She's ready too.
Good.
Yeah, we're lost.
Her rides horses and she wants to be a teacher.
Oh, fun.
What's her name? Emma Grace. She's going to be in college.
So what did I miss? Was there anything good on the show?
You missed some good jokes.
You missed a lot of bad jokes.
No, he didn't. No, you didn't.
I don't get about half the jokes I hear. I just laugh like I'm supposed to get it.
Uh-oh, that squirrel's getting tired.
Oh,
Hey,
I don't know if it's my bad internet or if it's his bad internet.
It's his.
Mine.
What- If he turns his
Definitely
video
mine.
off, maybe his audio will get better.
Bigger or better.
For y'all real quick, then I'm going back to grading. Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's easy. F, F,
What?
F,
No.
F.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
One's heavy,
first letter?
one's a little lighter.
Yep, that's right. One's heavy and one's a lighter.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Kyle, how's the school going?
Did we lose him?
Oh, God.
Been taking 26 days in a row.
Yeah, I think we're losing him, but did he just say 26 days of the month?
I think so.
Yes.
That's unreal. I could use some of his energy.
I am back yet. It should be coming back in. We just went through a dead zone.
Yeah, you're coming back.
All right, cool. Yeah, I've been working 26 days straight. I got my first evening off today. The student kind of tweaked his knee, and he's like, I'm gonna go home and put some ice on it. So I had the evening to myself, and I took off all by myself. First time in a long time.
Dang.
Wow.
What'd you do to make your student tweak his knee?
Oh, nothing. I was telling him to do what he needed to do, and he was arguing with it.
Yeah.
He just kind of went down a little. It wasn't like a hard lick, but it bent his knee a little bit. I guess I think it's more of a muscle than a knee, but it strained it a bit. That's about the biggest injuries I ever see, really, is people messing up like old football injuries and stuff from high school. It's rarely anything serious or bad, but, you know, like, oh, I'm sore.
Yeah, Kyle won't tell you, but periodically when you go to take off, he'll try to trip you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's what happened to Kent.
Yeah, I just edited. I got a video of me flying Kent's wing out. I think is that the one I put up today?
I have to go look.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I made a video.
That's the one.
I made like 3 or 4 half videos, and one of them I finished, and I went ahead and put it out there since it's been so long.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah,
Do you have a YouTube channel or something?
Man, I'm trying real hard.
Hey, are you going to be able
I
to
guess you
salvage
gotta-
any of that stuff from the other hard drive?
To be determined. I don't know. I hope so.
Hmm.
Man, I got all the snow on there, Christmas, family stuff, bunch of good flying. I got a good cloud flight where it was like low coomies. When Harley Milne and Ray came by, my January, I was like one flight in January. I did that. I recorded that. There's a bunch of good stuff stuck on there, I hope. But I called up a guy who said he could probably get it out. I got to go to one of these Apple stores, and I'm just going to bring the hard drive and an extra hard drive and just have him zip it over. So good stuff. The new helmet's working great. I've been testing that. So
That work, yeah. The Stormtrooper helmet.
yeah, I guess so.
Oh, the camera's
I could never be a stormtrooper though. I'm way too good of a shot for that.
I know. I know, kid. Pew, pew, pew,
You gotta miss every shot to be a stormtrooper.
That's right. That's right.
Woo!
Hey, Kylo, got a question for you, sir.
What's up?
So, how can you tell which guy on the beach is blind? On a nude, how can you tell which guy is blind on a nude beach? I'm sorry, on a nude beach.
He's the one carrying the stick.
It's not hard.
Dude, you have not been to the same nude beaches as me, man. It ain't,
I flew over a nude beach one time in California, but my
all
goal
there
was
is
to not
old
land
dudes
on
out
it.
there that are proud of themselves.
Yeah, that ain't my crowd so much. I gotta be real drunk for that. That don't happen enough.
I got to be real drunk, and it's got to be real cold, so I have a reason.
I don't have a whole lot of shame, but I don't know, man. New beaches just would feel awkward, I think. You know, if anything, you know how the fish nibble at your toes when you're at the beach in the water? Yeah, I'd be like nervous about that, except for not toes. Little barracuda come by and woo.
Yeah, worse at least.
Hey, what do you call a guy with no arms, no legs at your door?
Matt.
Matt. What do you call a guy with no arms, no legs in your pool?
Bob.
Bob. What do you call a guy with no legs, no arms on your wall?
Walter.
Art. It's Art. What do you call
Art.
a dog? What do you call a dog with no legs?
You don't, because he can't come.
Exactly. He won't come anyways.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh no.
All right. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs on a hot sidewalk? Flip.
So what do you call a cow with no legs?
I know this one.
Ground beef.
Ground
That's
beef.
right. I told you I'm lame. I'm lame. I got no joke.
What do you
What do you
call
call a
two
cow
guys?
with
With,
two
what do you
legs?
call two guys with no arms and legs hanging in a window? Curtain rod.
Oh, that's funny.
What do you,
I've
what do you
actually
call a
never heard
cow
that.
with two legs?
No, do I need to?
A cow with
Give me
two
a
legs?
steak. Give me a steak salad with cheese and stuff. Some ranch dressing. Yeah, I'll just go in Subway and keep on talking.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all like
Keep
Subway?
talking.
All right. So what do you call a cow with two legs?
Gear down.
Lean beef.
Lean beef.
And what do you call a cow with one leg?
Eileen.
Steak.
Oh God, steak.
Steak.
See, you messed up mine, Will, because my next one was what do you call a lady with one leg short of the other? Eileen.
I was getting it for you.
Why do witches not wear underwear?
Hey, Amy, why don't they wear underwear?
That's so they can hold on better when they ride the broom.
Something to do with the broomstick, Robert.
COVID rules right here. We got COVID rules. Okay, she said I could take it off. All right, I ain't been to Subway in a minute. Yeah, I've been like keto diet for or low carb. Technically not keto, more like carnivore. She don't like me.
Ranch isn't part of that.
He's off of it.
Oh, he's off of it now?
You're off keto, right?
No, I've been on it for 2 weeks
Oh,
now.
you're still on it.
No
Yeah,
ranch.
I started that Thursday.
You can't
Yeah, I
eat
know. The
ranch.
day we was out there, yeah.
Are you liking it?
Oh yeah, I like it.
What the
Feeling
left
better,
guy
more
said
energy,
about
all
it.
that stuff?
How you been?
Now I can only see myself. What did I push? I don't know. It just shows me.
Why can't you stop looking at yourself?
That's weird. That weirds me out. I don't want to play it. I liked it when I was a little thumbnail. I don't know.
I think you can swipe it. Try swiping.
Oh yeah, okay. Ian knows how to work it. I'm technologically retarded. It's fact.
Hey, what's the hardest part about going down on your grandma?
What?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Hitting your head on the
I would-
coffin.
Oh no. Hey, I got one for you. What's two things that never get old?
What?
Shane's jokes.
Dark humor and unvaccinated children.
Oh gosh.
Just let me talk loud.
Just tell me big one. What the left eye say the right eye?
I see you.
Something between you and me, something smells.
That was a good.
That's a mom joke.
That was good.
Who all went flying this evening?
Not I.
Will Fly did.
Dang
I
right.
did.
It was nice down here, strong.
Strong winds down there.
Ian,
Yeah, I played low in some people's
what
backyards.
is that?
Oh, battery warning. If it goes out, it's all right. I
So
saw
any
it
of you tried out that throttle that
Huh?
Harley's been promoting?
last night. I don't know. So what I'm seeing in the weather is we're getting rain tomorrow night, and then it's pretty for the foreseeable extended forecast.
Well, that's good. We're headed to Galveston this weekend, so I won't see you this weekend.
Ah, is it supposed to be good down there?
Well, I got to go down there and pick some frames up from Houston PPG,
Ah.
and we're gonna probably, hopefully, do some flying. Hopefully.
Where was you at the other day, Sean? I thought you was coming down.
Well, we had a death in the family, and we, just things were going on, but hopefully,
I just heard like from one or two people, maybe you, some 2 or 3 people I heard said that you were coming. I was looking for you.
yeah, well, hopefully this next weekend. What are you doing this next weekend on the 3rd and 4th?
I'm gonna be training full time.
Well, I might just to say hi and watch you train.
Come on.
All right.
Sounds fun.
Okay, I'll come down and see you. I mean, I don't think anything else is going on if the weather's great.
It's supposed to be good. I think, like I say, I think we're gonna get a little shot of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it's wide open after that. But then I gotta start mowing at some point. Oh, I want salad, like a chopped steak salad with some cheese. I maybe throw some tomatoes and stuff in there. Oh, no steak. What else is good?
Hey, Mark, where's Amy?
Amy is right here.
Let me talk to her real quick. Amy,
What?
if a midget tells you your hair smells nice, is that sexual harassment?
Oh my God.
Not for me. I mean,
Yeah, throw it in there. That sounds delicious.
I love it.
Shane,
I love it.
Ham, turkey, and bacon salad.
Shane, that joke doesn't apply to me. Sorry.
Hey, Shane. Eric didn't get it this time.
He didn't get that? You're kidding me.
That's because it went over his head.
I'm not a midget. It didn't go
It went over his head.
Eric, the midget is at crotch level.
Y'all gonna do the chop thing?
Here you go.
You know,
Amy, that again for Eric.
Do what?
Oh no.
Shane, tell the joke again for Eric.
So we can't chop the salad up?
Eric,
Oh,
Eric.
bummer.
where you at?
Yo,
If
Yeah, but
if
I
a
don't want
midget
having to
tells
cut it.
Jade her hair smells nice, is it sexual harassment?
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. It was like all, you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, Subway took away the chopper. They no longer chop salads.
Oh, no.
That really, really breaks my heart. But she's cutting it up pieces with a knife.
Amy, tell Eric. Amy,
How about that service?
Yes.
tell Eric about the joke. He still doesn't get it.
Okay. So Shane said if a midget
Thank you.
tells a woman her hair smells nice, is that sexual harassment? And the reason why, if it would or not, is because the midget stands at the woman's crotch level.
You know, Amy, you're not supposed to explain the joke. The joke.
Well, Eric didn't get it. He didn't get it twice.
He just needs to listen.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely went over it definitely went over his head.
See?
Hey, it's not his fault, Shane. He rode the short bus.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
Hey, man, before your battery dies, I owe you one. So anytime you're in the Raleigh area, let me know.
You owe me for what?
Yeah, just stopping by tonight. I mean, it's awesome. I know you're like incredibly busy. I do not know how you do what you do. But you pull a rabbit out of the hat.
I was gonna make a video about that, but it's pretty easy. I don't watch TV. I don't scroll on the internet. So that saves you so much time to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you don't ever take any time off hardly.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just doing the stuff I do anyway. I do this whether this is what I do.
Yeah, you sure can tell that you really love what you're doing too.
Sorry, Tay was talking to me too.
I was just saying you can tell that you really love what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I'm addicted.
Yeah.
Hey, if he can teach me to fly a wheel, he can teach anybody.
Jennifer thinks I need to ride the short bus. I would ride the short bus and probably laugh and giggle the whole time.
Not having a good time, isn't it?
Heck yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kyle, how long have you and your wife been together, Kyle?
Let's see, it's gonna be 19 years, 2 months, 29 days, 2 hours.
Right.
Not kidding.
Cut that down, Pat.
Yeah, she's got him trained. What are you
That's
talking about?
Serious
I'm
training.
just good at math. I do math stats. Okay, I want tomatoes and pickles. No, no lettuce. Maybe a pinch of lettuce. Just a pinch.
The hell's a peach?
A peach?
It's a little bit.
What's a peach?
Little bit.
Little bit. Yep.
I tell you what, while you got those tomatoes there, let's salt and pepper those up pretty good. I like the salt, pepper on the tomatoes. Hey, I'm special children. It's okay.
Now you're just going too far now, Kyle.
All right. And then pickles and black olives.
Shane would love this one.
How
Oh,
fun
I'm
is
not-
that?
Since we have so many people here, everybody give me a thumbs up. We'll take a screenshot. 3, 2, 1. Say cheeseburger. Gotcha.
All right. And then just a little bit of purple onion.
Hey, Mark, have you flown with that throttle that you were showing earlier? The one with the cruise control?
And you got a ranch
No, I
dressing?
haven't. I will be trying it out
Ranch-
hopefully this weekend.
Yeah,
But
look,
Mark
picture that,
Honeycutt,
man.
had
It's
one on
ranch
his motor. That's
Shake
what
it, I
made
guess. If you
one.
can't chop it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Give me
Did
another
he,
squirt.
did he sound
I
like
that
he was
stuff.
pretty happy with
That'd
it?
be good. I
He didn't
think.
really say a whole lot about it. He kind of liked it. He liked the design of it, but I'm gonna get to try it, man. I'm really pumped about it. It really looks nice. It's just expensive, you know.
Right. Same here. I look at it and I say, boy, that looks like everything I want in a throttle except for the price tag.
Yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah, it's right there. I mean, this dial right here, there's a little window right here, and you can actually see where you've adjusted your throttle at. You know, you can see right through the little window. It's pretty cool. There's a little, you can't hardly see it, but there's a little white line right there. And that.
Oh yeah, I've been staring at it in pictures.
Have you been staring
so
at
you
it?
can set it up on cruise. So
Yeah.
if you've got it dialed into cruise, you get up to where you want and just hit in cruise, and then you can kick back, right?
Yeah.
Tie
So
your shoes or whatever.
you push that down, you push that button right there, it locks it in, and then I squeeze it again to unlock it. I mean, I like it. We'll see how it works.
It's too long for my
Do you-
hand.
It's got the springs and stuff with it, to the counteraction spring to make sure it keeps tension on it.
That's what she says.
Now, when you said you lock it in, do you have to use a second hand to lock it in?
No, you can use your thumb. Yeah. So
I walked outside, we're a bit quieter, and now it's motors and tacos everywhere.
Motors and tacos.
Is that the off-grid aviation throttle?
it is. It is. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
got
you
to
are
touch
gonna
one of those on Harleys.
do what, Kyle?
I got to play with one on Harley Milne's machine.
What'd you think about it?
I liked it. Felt good.
Yeah. And to answer your question, I think you will have to use two hands to put cruise control into action. I can't reach it with my pinky.
We got a hand up. Dave, go ahead.
Hey, this question's for Kyle. Our guest tonight, Glenn Tupper, talked briefly about the Paratoys wing, same one that you just posted a video about. And I was curious, what are the similarities or the differences between that wing and the wings of today? Like, would that wing be comparable to anything that anybody could buy today, or is it just a vast difference between those wings?
It's like a double heavy Mojo Power.
Double heavy.
Double heavy Mojo Power. That's what a Paratoys is.
Thank you for that.
With the trims in.
And how much does it cost?
What? Oh, I don't know. I was just one of my students. You can probably get them for cheap.
Hey,
But
Kyle,
It's,
when
it's low
you
tech.
when you flew the F1, what did you think about it?
I mean, I liked it. It's a sporty wing. It's at a high aspect ratio, good roll rate. I was loaded up good on it. It does what it's supposed to. I mean, I flew it for all of 5 minutes. It's kind of hard to make any big judgments with that little bit of time. But, I like the wing. The initial impressions were it was fun.
Yeah, I like it.
So
David, are you
I think
flying
we're
yet?
fitting to eat, guys. I'm probably fitting a bail on the show, but I did get to come. So there's that.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see y'all. I'm sorry I had to fit it in on a car ride to Subway.
That's perfect.
It works. We were just telling jokes. We were kind of at the end of it anyway.
The life and the day of Kyle O'Glee.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it. A few minutes anyway. But yeah, we'll get together soon and do it right the good way, okay?
Sounds good. We'll try to make it over and see you this weekend too.
All right, guys. Y'all be good. We'll talk soon.
Bye, Kyle.
Hey, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Yep, I'm on bail too, man. We'll see y'all later. See y'all next week.
Thank you, Brian. We
Good night,
appreciate
Brian.
it. Make sure you
Bye, guys.
Brian.com.
Later, brah.
Have a good one. Hey,
You guys
Brian,
too, thanks.
before you go, look, we're Twinkies.
What's up?
We're Twinkies.
Oh man,
Check it out.
I
This
still
is
never got
John
one of
Slow
those shirts.
Days, man. True North Paramotors. What?
What?
See y'all.
See you later, Brian. Thank you.
Later, Brian.
Later.
So David, are you flying? Are you awaiting training or what?
I am awaiting. My beautiful wife got me a tandem with Mr. Bob Farewell in Lake Wales.
Nice.
We were supposed to do that in February, but she unfortunately was given a pretty rough roll of the dice with some breast cancer recently. So we are having to table those plans while she's been recuperating from surgery. Everything's cool though. Everything's good.
That's
So,
good.
but she's going to go as well. And
Oh wow.
Oh, awesome.
I've actually, with this recent diagnosis, she's kind of like me. I lost my leg in a motorcycle accident a few years ago, and when you're that close to death, it kind of changes your perspective. And she said that now that she has been dealt this hand, she's warming up to the idea of me paramotoring, and so I'm very hopeful that it will be in the very near future. So
Awesome.
that's
Do
why
I
I'm
have
here.
a training date yet?
No training date set. Nope. So in the meantime, I'm just hanging out with y'all and reading and learning. I'm soaking it up just as much as I can in the meantime.
Okay.
Dave, when you go to do that tandem, let me know, and I can meet over there.
Oh, sweet.
And I'm 2 hours from there, so a little less
right
than
on.
hour and 30 minutes or so. But
Okay, cool.
and Craig Taylor's over there. He's certified tandem too. He's gonna take
actually,
off.
Eric, Craig's my one-legged brother. So Eric Farewell actually hooked me up with him. Gosh, it's been probably a year and a half now. And we were scheduled to go there in February, and Craig was going to be there at the time. So I was going to get probably another tandem ride as well. So
Dave, how are you with jokes about your leg?
Oh, I'm great. I'm a funeral director and a mortician, so I can take it with
I was fixing to say, because we've been sitting here saying all these jokes, and I'm sitting here thinking about this whole time now that you've said this, and I'm like, oh my God, we've been telling all these freaking jokes.
Hold on. I'm working on this one right now. Between you and Craig, you guys are a set.
Oh, I'm telling you what, you do not want to take us on in the sack race. We would kill you guys.
God dang it. That was good.
Let's see, because he lost his left and I lost my right, I believe. So we'd be like perfect.
Oh, y'all a team. Together, y'all are one person.
That's right.
They're a set. What do you think I was saying?
This is it. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
No, the very first time I met Craig Taylor was at Aviators. We agreed to meet up at a certain morning to fly. I didn't even know that he was missing a leg. And when he got out of his truck, he come walking over, and I was like, "He's a foot launcher? I got to see this." That dude took off better than any two-legged foot launcher I've ever seen, and it was absolutely amazing. And you would never know. I mean, that afternoon we went over and picked up a refrigerator and for his house here in Florida.
Yep.
And dude was just on top of everything. I was like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with him." And not saying that there. Let me rephrase it. There's not a disability with him, because it literally, that refrigerator that you got in the back behind you, Dave, his is way bigger than that. It's got a big screen in the front of the thing, and we had to take the doors off and like stretch door frames open to get the damn thing in. Craig was on top of it the entire time. I was just like, "You want any help?" And he's like, "Nope, I'm good." I was like, "Well, what am I doing here?" He's like, "Just hold the door." I was like, "Okay, I'll hold the door for you, I guess." But yeah, there's absolutely, I have nothing but mad respect for him. He's a hell of a guy, and he's helped me out. The logo, the background, and my
that's one of the first things that he sent to me when I first reached out to him. He said he did that for your son, and that's a wonderful thing. And
Yes,
really with with the way that technology is now, we're really pun intended, we're making a lot of strides. So
yeah,
I mean, I play tennis competitively in a bunch of leagues, and I'm not worried one bit about foot launching. Literally foot launching.
Do you have a date set, or I mean, do you have a kind of sort of time frame when you're hoping to go down?
ASAP.
Sometime this year, next year.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
What's that?
Probably going to be end of this year or early next year, just because we're going to make sure that everything's good with my wife before we go there. So
yeah, we have a close friend of ours who just had a double.
Oh,
what do they call it?
Mastectomy.
Yes, and she you would never know. This chick is just the brightest, just the happiest, and I get around her and I'm like, man, like I don't know how you do it. Like, I mean, I don't know. She just is absolutely amazes me how positive and open and
being happy to be alive has a lot to do with it, because I certainly shouldn't be standing here talking to y'all right now. So that changes my perspective so much. I've had so many people say, wow, you're just so positive and everything. It's like, well, I consider the alternative. And, my job being putting people back together, and all my friends have said, how can you ride a motorcycle when you do what you do? And it's just a passion for doing that. And, I think that kind of is one of the reasons why I'm just so passionate about and interested in learning paramotor, because I can't imagine anything better, to be honest with you. If I would have known about PPG before ever buying my first motorcycle when I moved out at the age of 18 to do that, I probably never would have bought a motorcycle. I would have just gotten a paramotor and been set.
It's a good sport, and it's like many things, it's as safe as you make it. So I mean, you learn about the weather and the skills and the dangers. You can keep yourself very safe, just like riding a motorcycle. I mean, some people just think those as death traps too. But I mean, if you know what you're doing and you realize that you got to have your head on the swivel, you keep yourself safe there too.
I tell you, like an old man told me one time, he says, you got to ride like everybody's trying to run over you.
Yes. Yeah, especially down here. I'm in Charleston, actually Somerville, South Carolina. So it is getting so inundated with folks down here. I mean, I don't even know if I'd be riding right now if I still had my bike. So it's just, you got to have your head on a swivel if you're in a car down here now.
That's right.
Well, while you're taking this time studying everything before you go to training, at least you'll have a leg up on everybody else.
That was good.
Wow.
Oh, wow. She never fails.
Yes, I think that's the best one tonight.
Amy,
you're welcome. I'll be back here next Monday.
And that one doesn't.
So when it comes to jokes, Shane, you're fired. Amy, you're on deck.
Hey, Amy.
Yes.
You know why a man gets down on one knee to propose?
Because he wants to marry what I got.
He's not proposing to the woman. He's proposing to the vagina.
Because he wants to marry what I got. I know exactly what the joke is.
Well, that's only because he's told a joke on this show once
so
before.
many times, exactly.
Oh, have I told it before?
Yes, you have.
Only 25 times at least.
Oh my God! When you tell as many as I have, you're gonna abound.
That's right. That's right. That's right. They're gonna.
It's just like
he's down.
No,
it's
that
just
one
like,
doesn't really loop. That's really everybody knows that joke. That's not a loopy joke.
DP, you got a joke that you want to tell?
Well, I kind of thought my pirate with the steering wheel on his.
That was great.
So.
No, that was great.
That was great. We need more. We need more. We need more.
You think being a mortician, I'd have a ton of those jokes, but I guess it's kind of like a lawyer. You hear so many and so often, you just kind of let them go through one side and out the other.
I know one that you've heard 1,000,000 times.
We'll make it 1,000,001.
The business that you're in, everybody's dying to get in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you've heard that.
Yeah. People say, well, how was work today? I say it's pretty dead.
Pretty dead.
So, Dave, I gotta ask, how did you get into that line of work? Not making a joke. I'm
midlife crisis. midlife crisis at the age of 35, I guess. I don't know. I've worked with my family in a family-owned business for many years. And yeah, I think I got tired of being business partners with my brother and with my mom, who started the company. And I got out of the business simply to have a better relationship with my family. Didn't know what I was going to do. And my buddy owned the local funeral home in my little hometown in Sturgis, Michigan back then. And he called me up and just said, "Hey, I think you'd be great at this. Do you have any interest?" And I was very interested in forensics and anatomy and all that good stuff. So I just job shadowed him for a couple of months and ended up going to Chicago to school again. And that's how it happened.
Wow. And how long you been doing it?
Since 2005.
You know, when I was younger, I lived in a duplex and I had a buddy live next door to me, and his best friend was a mortician, and they offered me a job. And I thought about it, and I was like, man, I think I'm going to do this. So I went up there and I interviewed, and they're like, you know, you seem really nice. You know, I was really into the church at that time, and they were going to hire me. And they said, one thing that we have to do before we hire you is you have to come up here for 2 weeks and spend the night every night. And I chickened out. I was like, that's it, I'm done. Because they started telling me about how bodies will raise up with rigor mortis and all this kind of crap. I was like, man, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah. That really doesn't happen. People.
I know, but still, just the thought of it, I'm out.
People don't move. The worst thing I ever had was about 3 a.m. I was embalming a body, and I walked past the table that I was embalming him on, and the smock I was wearing had side pockets, and his thumb got caught in my pocket. So as I walked by, I got a little tug, and I screamed like a little girl for about 2 seconds.
No, let me go.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that was terrible.
You know, David, you have such a good sense of humor, and there's so many other handicapped people I know with such a good sense of humor. It's a shame you don't do stand-up comedy.
Oh,
dang, dude.
That's two.
Hey.
You know,
I'm a drummer too, so I'll give you a
Dang.
Dang.
You guys are making it hard for me to go to bed on a good note with all these jokes. The timing, it just can't hit it. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed though. Good night.
Yeah, I think we're headed out too, guys. David, it was good talking to you. Jim, Shane,
Yeah,
Sean,
everybody.
Lindy, everybody.
And Shane, I just want to let you know I'm securing my spot.
Of what?
The new joke master.
Oh,
only if you're baiting fish.
Baiting fish.
Masturbator.
bad.
Never mind.
Shane, you just secured my spot. Thank you.
Oh, well, Amy, I got. Did
hey,
you hear
don't
about
worry,
the-
Shane. I'll just feed her a couple of glasses of wine, and you'll be back on.
Oh, listen,
Oh, no, that's
I'm not worried at all.
Hey, that's all she has for the rest of the month. Trust me.
I know.
No, it's not. Wait till next week. I'm not finished.
So think of some good cripple jokes.
Some good cripple jokes.
Hear them next week.
Got it.
Hey, David, how can we find your YouTube channel and get up with you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I've got a YouTube channel anymore. I mean, I don't have any videos or anything on it. So it's God, that's a good question. I think it's either David Perry or DP, but it's probably David Perry.
Yeah, you might
I
need
think- I mean, I don't upload anything, or
I think
really
when you
don't have
start
any
training
content.
and your first flight, you should get
Definitely.
video of it and name
Absolutely.
it. And I
Yeah,
think you
that's-
should name it "I put the foot back in foot launch."
Oh, I like that.
There you
t-shirt.
go. That might be a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I like that for a
There you go,
t-shirt.
Dragon Camper.
That's awesome.
Royalties will be sent to 1308 West 40.
Well, I've been eyeing those Rebel 2s, so maybe we could make a deal. I don't know.
There you go.
Hey, you know what? I've got 8 that are sitting at DFW Airport. I think Chris goes and picks them up tomorrow, and I think every one of them are sold.
Right on.
But I've got 4 more coming in behind that, and then we're making another order of 10. So I'll keep them coming, man. I'll be sitting here when you're ready.
I hope so, because I want to try one out.
Hey, David,
Yeah.
one more before I go back to grading and you go to bed. Ready?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What do handicapped people and Rick Astley have in common?
Oh, Jesus. Something about rolling, but I don't know.
No, they're never going to run around on you.
Oh
You have like a handicap joke app on your
I know,
phone?
dude. It's like I think she used to work with the special ed or something.
I was wondering what DP stand for when I seen you in the chat. I didn't know it was David Perry. So
Yeah, it's not double whatever you're thinking.
yeah. I was wondering how you did that.
Wow.
Good.
Oh my god, he's hilarious.
Trust me, I get a lot of the double penetration jokes too.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
We just went way past our PPG.
Hey.
Hey, we did that. We did that with the cucumber joke. What are you talking about? I think we crossed the line with the cucumber.
Man, we need to cut that out.
Guys, hey, we're cutting out. We are cutting out. We're gonna
All right, guys.
see y'all have a good week. Shane, we'll try to get on your show tomorrow night. I know we've been sucking at doing that, so I will do that. What?
Not everybody sucks around here.
Okay, well, just Amy. But
oh my god, we went way past PPG.
Oh.
Amy, there's a grandfather in the room.
Yeah.
Hey, we have to let him go out smiling.
I love you.
My goodness.
I love
Guys.
you.
So how do we get up with you guys since you guys are both smiling with grins from ear to ear? What's your .coms, guys?
Paraswagusa.com.
Parachickpies.com.
ParamontUSA.com.
Oh, and the parachick.com too.
Oh,
Come on, guys.
Miss Double.com over here.
Yeah, I got double dots.
We got DragonCampers.com. What do we got?
WillFlyPPG.com.
PPGGrandpa.com.
Never trusted Skinny Chef Shane.com.
Negative Ghost Rider. That's ppgshane.com.
Thank you for correcting her.
Hey, I didn't know what it was. Somebody told me.
Amy, what's the difference between a blonde and a mosquito?
Oh my gosh, I don't know this one.
You
Tell
slap
me.
the mosquito. You slap the mosquito. It stops sucking.
What do you call
And
a brunette?
I'm back on top.
What do you call what do you call a brunette between two blondes?
I don't know.
Translator.
A translator. Oh god.
I'm gonna remain on top.
He kind of fell off the top there. Dane went up top. Oh.
Guys, I've been listening.
Hey, I'm gonna be ready for. I'm gonna have some mortician jokes next Monday for show.
Yeah, all right, bring it on. I got one question for Walter though, Mr. Walter.
Oh.
Yeah.
What in the hell is a fried out Cumby?
I want a Friday.
Traveling in a fried out Cumby.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, it was a land down under by men at work. Traveling in a fried out Cumby.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is?
So what is that?
A
Translate.
Vegemite sandwich?
Do we need a translator, Walter? We need a translator.
It's probably like a broken down car or a broken down bus or something. Maybe a fried out Cumby. I don't know.
Yeah, it is fried.
Sounds a little
Means
gross.
yeah, she's cooked.
Oh my God.
That's a little gross sounding.
What?
Fried out
A fried out Cumby. It's like it makes me feel bad every time I drive through Cumby, Texas. I don't like it.
Fried combi is a nice way of saying it's cooked.
Okay.
Got it. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Hey, I stopped. You gotta mute you.
All right, I just muted.
That's not me.
Well, I'm in the twilight zone, dude.
Whoa.
Dang, Amy, what have you been feeding me?
That ain't me.
So it's tacos behind you, Mark.
No, I stop in
Tacos.
Cumby every time to go take a piss. So
You gotta say PP.
The mushrooms were legal, I promise.
pee, piss, same thing.
PP.
Not very magical at all.
Nope.
Hey guys, y'all have a good evening. We'll catch y'all. Shane, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Cheers,
Sounds
Mark.
good.
Peace.
Yep, I'm heading out too.
Oh,
I got back on the
Linda,
I
too.
got
Linda.
back on Karen. I didn't even-
See you later.
Walter,
Linda. Have a good one.
I have to leave you.
ParamonUSA.com.
Yes, and Thursday night, say it, Walter. Paragliding.
Paragliding.com.
Paraglidingtalk.com. That's
You
my
gotta say
Robert Blue tonight.
You gotta say it again, Linda. Linda, you gotta say it again.
Paraglidingtalk.com.
.com.
Walter says it better.
Paraglidingtalk.com.
There you go.
Paragliding.com.
Did you know, Walter, that that Robert sent a T-shirt to me to send to you?
Robert, yes, I've seen it. Yeah, you showed me. Thank you, and
That's
thank
my
you,
boy.
Robert, and Robert's mum.
That's my boy.
Yep. And Will Fly sent you a upside down koozie.
Yeah, no, that's cool, Will. Thank you very much. And Dragon Campers, that I can't wait for that shirt. You know, I was into doing the same thing you do for my brother. We had a business in caravans.
Oh wow!
And
cool.
yeah, I did a lot of the towing, so I can relate to you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a cool. It's amazing how many people. I mean, I've been involved in the business 20 years ago, and it's amazing how many people tow and they got no idea how to back up. And I'm there, how do you travel around the country? He goes, well, when we get to caravan parks, I get the managers to park it. And I'm thinking, man, you wouldn't want to be on a dead-end street. You'd be effed, you know? And no, I sympathise with you, and I'm sure you've got a lucrative business there, because there's a lot of people get intimidated by towing that big house behind. So I understand exactly, and good on you, mate. I hope your business goes well.
You know, I have a 33-foot camper, then I have a 12-foot trailer. For the life of me, that 12-foot trailer kicks my butt every single time. That 33-foot camper, no problem. I can back it. This last campsite that I just left, 2 trees that were not wide enough for me to parallel park my my pickup truck in between, but that was my campsite, and I backed it in, didn't have to pull forward, went right in there, no problem. But that 12-foot camper, if I gotta back that thing up, it is a job every time. The slightest little turn, it's already jackknife. I'm like, what in the world is wrong with this dang thing? It's just a short tongue on it, and there's no wheelbase to it, so
I hate things with a short tongue. Hey, Will Fly PPG said that he's got to go, so catch you later, willflyppg.com.
Will Fly, you're a champion.
Keep up those good videos, Will Fly. Great videos.
All right, thank
he
you.
will be going to bed.
Yeah, have a good night.
Oh,
Good night, Will.
Good night.
All right, Will,
Gentlemen,
thank you.
I
Thank you.
can drive a hearse and back up a hearse like nobody's business, but there's no way I'd do a 33-foot camper.
It's actually the longer it is, the easier it is to back up. No pun intended.
Try a 6x4 trailer when you can't see it.
Oh yeah, no, you can only see it when it's on the side of you.
When it's jackknifed.
I've got a 16-foot car hauler trailer, and I backed it up one day, and I told my wife at the time, I was like, make sure I don't hit nobody in the highway backing out. And so she was watching the highway, and all of a sudden I heard a crunch. I thought it was just the rocks, but no, it caved in the back dually fender.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see that all the time. I see trucks going on the road and they got fender damage, or the fifth wheels, they got cab damage because the fifth wheel, they cut it too sharp. But those little trailers, my 16 or my 12-footer, that thing is just, it takes a little bit to make it turn a lot, and you have to remember that. With my 33-foot camper, I got to turn the wheel all the way and then try to pull some more to get it to turn, and it's no big deal. But that little trailer, it is a pain in the butt every time.
Mm-hmm. The one I had today was a 28-foot, so it wasn't too bad.
And I towed a 30-foot caravan. It was about a 200-mile trek north of Adelaide. It'd been on its side, and three axles, and the three wheels on one side were bent in. So I took spare wheels and axles and everything to change this job. By the time I got up there, it was hot, this and that, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to change all this shit. I think it'll be all right as it is. So I could only do about 45 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour with it. And we towed it back. And I get to this corner and I could see this bus, that there was a bus broken down to the north, and this bus was flying to the north to pick up all the people that were stranded. And you know, when you're coming to a big corner that you can see, and this bus was coming the other way, and I knew we were going to meet on the apex of the corner. So I happened to put my wheels on the inside, on the dirt. The bus went past. Next minute, I got the sway up, 34-foot caravan, pushed me across the other side of the road. I'm traveling sideways down the road with the caravan just pushing me. The next minute, I go off the road about, I don't know, 60, 100 feet. And luckily, a big semi come across, and he had about 200 foot of chain, and he pulled me out. And yeah, that was quite scary. But wow. Other than that, touch wood, I've always had success. So towing everything, you name it.
Did you hear him touch wood? What is
Yeah.
the saying in America? Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. I thought you meant like.
Yeah, I'm about to start. I'm about to
Touch
start
wood.
streaming on my Twitch for my hauls. I'm about to start streaming on there.
Yeah.
Bye, Linda.
Bye, girlfriend.
Bye, Linda.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you guys too. I'll see you this week. Love y'all.
Tomorrow.
Bye. Bye, Walter.
Hey, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime on Tuesday night on my show, like I said, we just hang out and talk about whatever. I am kind of fascinated with how folks get into certain jobs and stuff, and
yeah,
I wouldn't mind talking to you about it if you ever get a chance.
Yeah, sure. I love to talk about it. And, anytime we're having dinner with anybody, it eventually comes down to death and dying when they know what I do.
Yeah, I mean,
DP,
I just
dirt, man.
What's
Need
that?
A Ford on there. Need a Ford Mustang on there, DP.
Oh, I don't know. This is my daddy's
Oh.
first car, so I love this one. Yeah.
Beautiful car, yeah. Thank you. It's nice to see a bit of something else besides PPG on your shirt.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Although I think I won something with PPG on the shirt tonight, so I'm going to have to, that'll be my, well, I do have one Tucker Gott shirt that I'm thinking about having laminated onto my prosthetic leg.
Hey, Dave, I've won so much stuff on this show, they got to send me a container.
Tonight was my first win, so I was pretty excited.
Congratulations, then.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, so, Sean, we're not recording anymore, are we?
Yes, we're recording. Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. I was going to tell you the reason why someone got kicked off the show tonight.
Oh.
Well, we're recording, and they probably know.
Because someone was being a bit of a douche, I think. Maybe.
That same person has been a douche for many weeks in a row, and it's been tolerated. And tonight they crossed the line, and I've never even as much as muted somebody on purpose. I one time accidentally muted somebody, or put them in timeout. I mean, and
you felt awful, right?
Huh?
And you felt awful.
No, it was the first time I accidentally timed somebody. It was completely on accident. I didn't really even mean to do it. I was just looking through how to do things, and I clicked on it thinking that it was going to send me to another, like, are you sure you want to do this? And no, it just timed that person out. And I was in the chat going, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It was an accident, blah, blah, blah. And, but yeah, super student, whatever.
Yeah.
Was
so
just
if you're not going to say anything nice, then why say anything at all? It was just what he did. His very first post was like, all right, thanks.
Well, and I tried to justify it by saying, he's like, well, I put everybody's name on there if you're just going to give everybody a sticker or whatever. And really,
it's fun to watch the wheels spin,
because it's really nice to see your name on a podcast that is shown out there and is viewed very, it's viewed a lot. Not only that, but we have a lot of people that listen to this show. I mean, I wish that we would have said all the names so people that listen to our show would be able to hear it. But it's really nice to see your name up in lights. And that's what we wanted to do tonight. We want to let people know that we appreciate them for joining us on the show. Here you are. Here's your name up in lights, which everybody loves to see their name up in lights. And we're going to send you something for free just for joining us tonight. So, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, colored wheels, nice. The confetti's nice when the people win. I mean, hey, it's just
right.
It's like this whole community is about being good to each other. And so when somebody comes in and craps on it, it's like, well, why are you even here?
And that's the thing. That's why I felt like I needed to specify, why we're here. We're here to help. We're here to give advice on advice that we know about. Right. When you will never hear anybody on this show talk about something we've never had happen before or have no experience on. And for this guy, week after week, just being complete douche is just. Maybe I was more. I don't even. Maybe
you were more sober.
Yeah, maybe that's the words I'm looking for. It just pissed me off. I was just like, you know what, dude? Obviously, I've given you enough chances. He's even in the past, tried to clarify what he was saying, because he's like, whoa, this is what I mean by that. And I was like, okay, sorry, no big deal. I took it the wrong way. Let it go. If I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong. If I'm right and you say I'm wrong, no, I'm not letting it go. And I was wrong. However I took it wasn't the same way he meant it. And he clarified it. I was perfectly fine with it. I posted in the chat, okay, no big deal. I misread what you meant. No big deal. But week after week, this dude has been just a jerk. And I said, you know what? After he posted what he did, he mentioned why give everybody or put everybody on the wheel if everyone's going to win. And I explained why. And then his next comment was something about, I don't even know what it was now. It was something smart ass. And
yeah, he was basically saying, why don't you just take a look at all the names in the chat and just email or whatever. And it was like, nah.
Well, but there was something after that he said, and I was just like, you know what? I just reached up and I looked at timeout and I was like, I should time him out. And I looked down at below and it said, nah, screw it. You're gone.
And that's why I have moderators. I can't keep track of all this stuff. I can't keep track of what's going on in the chat. If I didn't have my crew that I have, there's no way that we can do this. If I didn't have the people that donated the stuff that they donate, we wouldn't be able to have these prizes, and just so everyone knows, these stickers that we're giving away tonight, these were made by Jim from CarePP or CarePPG.com by the goodness of his own heart. He sent us these and said, hey, go ahead and give these things out, and let me know how they work, So he made these things and we're giving them out. I mean, we're sending these out. And of course, I don't know how much it is to send out. Hey, you want one, don't you? For
Put it right there, baby.
Hey,
Put it right there.
So if you haven't done it already, DP, make sure that you go to ppgzone.com /clearproptv.com. No, clearproptv. We'll send you one.
Cool.
Shane, I think you said that he said something about putting your name down for a sticker. It's not it's the thought and not the prize or whatever you're giving away. It's the thought of being on the show. Thank you very much. That's it.
See, and that's what this show's about. Like recognizing people, helping people, being supportive and making a positive influence on this community. If you want to be an ass, you're gonna get freaking timed. I shouldn't say timed out. You're gonna get blocked. I removed them from this channel, and it is what it is. Do I feel bad about it? No, because this guy has been given ample amount of time to come on the show. He said something about this show's a joke or something like that, and it's not helpful to the PPG community or something like that. And when I saw that, I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Do I expect tomorrow? I don't know if you guys have known, but, and it doesn't really bother me because like Sean said, whether it's a thumbs up or thumbs down, it is information for YouTube, which will only help your channel. Every show within the first 30 seconds, I get a thumbs down on Tuesday night.
Question for DP, Dave Perry. Are you a Resurgence alumni?
I am not. Unfortunately, I did not lose my leg in service to my country, but rather just the need for speed on a motorcycle. So,
that's cool.
fortunately, nobody else was hurt in the incident, and there were no other vehicles or anything like that. It was just a really strange freak accident after 35 years of never having one. So, the first one was a doozy.
Yeah, condolences to you on the loss of the leg.
I appreciate it.
You know, at least you're alive.
Yeah, man.
Was it an Armco that took the leg out?
Was it what?
Well, we call them Armcos, you know, metal barriers on the side of the road.
No, actually the bike was a very powerful motorcycle, and the back wheel hooked up and stood straight up. It was over in probably 3 seconds. It just landed on my leg and just exploded. So
that's what she said.
Lost 2 liters of blood, laying there waiting for the ambulance. So I'm very, very happy to, you know, and actually Shane, on my job, I looked at my leg and knew that all my arteries were severed below my knee. So I knew exactly what to do. And I clamped down like a MFer on that thing. And I actually crashed in front of an off-duty police officer's house, and he had a tourniquet in his squad car. So that's the only thing that saved my life. So,
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And you said that you're getting training from where?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking I'm going for a tandem at Lake Wales. And I'm kind of thinking aviator, but you know, I've also kicked around Kyle O'Glee as well. But the only thing is with my job, you know, my hours are kind of weird, and to take that much time off work and kind of keep my fingers crossed for the weather in Louisiana, I'm not real sure about that. But I've been thinking about going to aviator when I do.
What state do you live in? What state?
I'm in South Carolina, just outside of Charleston. So I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, I'm kind of, I'm really, at this point, I haven't decided, but, you know, definitely want to do it. And so far I'm thinking aviator, but again, that could change for sure.
Hey, Dave, just another quick one. Are you into cars?
A little bit, but not as much as I was into motorcycles.
Okay. Just to mention, it was only on the weekend or about 4 days ago. In America, there's a 5.7 second streetcar.
Oh, no kidding.
Right. It runs about 250 mile an hour in the quarter.
Wow.
Anyway, he caught on fire and he burnt it to the ground. Well, not to the ground, but the front section got burnt pretty bad.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some serious horsepower.
5.7 seconds. Right?
Yeah.
250 miles an hour, and he drives it on the street.
Wow.
They have to drive to an event, and then they race, and then they drive to another event and race. Amazing.
Wow. That is amazing. My motorcycle could do a quarter in 9 seconds, and I can't imagine being in a car and doing it in 5. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I used to have crotch rockets also. And let me tell you, after I got into paramotors, I don't want to ever touch another motorcycle. This is my thing. I can do whatever I want to. It's a boat. You know, my paramotor is a boat. It's a 4-wheeler. It's a dirt bike. You know, it's everything because, and it's an airplane. It's everything that I want it to be. If I foot drag, it's a 4-wheeler. You know, if I go over the water, it's like a boat.
That's just so, that excites me like to no end. I dream about paramotors, I think, just about every night. And I'll tell my wife about the dream the next day, tell her where we went or what I did. And I just, it's funny because I have a fear of heights in the sense that, I love roller coasters and all that kind of stuff, but especially since losing my leg, getting up on a ladder or on a house or something like that, it's a totally different feeling. And so one of the things I want to do is conquer that fear of heights. But I've heard from so many people that
it's not the same thing.
You have that control, you have that safety factor, I guess. It's like once you get up in there, it's the even if you have a fear of heights, it doesn't really affect you.
It's not the same thing. When you're on a rickety ladder, it's scary. When you're on top of a house, it's scary because you can fall. But when you're in a paramotor, you are strapped in and you are solid.
Yeah.
And you're only doing it 25 miles an hour. So
right.
If you come in, you don't do any flare or anything. You're only falling off like you're on a moped at 25 miles an hour. I mean,
yeah,
it's not horrible. I'm sorry, Shane, what were you going to say?
I fly over like these towers that are 400 or 500 feet tall, and I'm like, there's no way I would change the light bulb on top of that thing. But yet I have no problem being 500 feet above it and being completely and totally comfortable. I fly over the beach all the time and see these condos, these high rises, and I'm like, dude, that is crazy. I used to be a roofer, and I've done some really tall and crazy buildings, and it never really truly bothered me until you got to the edge and you're like, dude, if I fall, I'm done. But yet I can go 1,000 feet above that and my heart never changes. My heartbeat never changes, no different than if I'm on the ground, walking on the ground, because I'm completely comfortable and safe. And it really truly is a free spirit feeling that it's hard to explain, but when you get up there, the first time you take flight, you're screwed because you're hooked. I don't know how else to tell you. You are done. It's
even with the tandem.
I don't know.
I think with a tandem that you'll be good because you kind of understand it first. I mean, my first flight was a tandem, and then I was hooked, and then I started kiting. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna motor.
Well, my first flight was solo. I mean, I never flown before. I actually, probably 20 years before I ever went to school, I was sitting in the woods hunting, and a guy flew over, and I was just like, holy crap, that's cool. And I went home and signed into AOL and waited for the dial up, and yeah, that's how long ago it was. And I looked to see what it cost, and there were at that time there was, I'm a blue collar worker. I don't have that kind of money, and it wasn't until my son passed, and then I was just like looking for a reason, I guess, to live and to feel something. And my wife, she's like, if you really want to do this, we'll find the money. I'm like, how? We make barely our ends meet every month. And she's like, we'll find it. And she went through the trouble of figuring everything out and got me the money. And here I am. I've been over a year now. I'm almost 112 hours in a year. And it's just been, I mean, my wife even knows now. We're driving down the road and she's like, oh, look, birds are thermaling. Don't go flying now.
Yeah.
Like, she knows the clouds. She knows when birds are doing what they're doing. And when she sees the bird flying straight, she's like, that's obviously not in the thermal. I'm like, not all birds ride thermals. Like,
yeah. They're searching for them.
but my point being, it's an addiction. It's like I have a motorcycle out back. I haven't rode since my son passed, and actually we're talking about selling it, which I'm kind of on the fence with. I haven't rode it in almost 6 years, but it's just, nothing's bad happened to me on it. I just don't want to. What I'm about to tell you is stupid sounding because I'm a paramotor pilot, but being on that motorcycle is risky. And flying's not. I told you it wasn't going to make any sense. But once you get in the air and you realize, how safe your wing really truly is, it will open your eyes. The video that I'm editing right now, the wind is all you see me doing is my knees just shaking back and forth. And I'm talking to you like I'm talking to you now, like calm, cool, and collected, because I know there's nothing going to happen to my wing. I know this. And before I went to SIV, I would have, as soon as I started swinging, I was like, all right, motor done. I'm landing. I'm on the ground.
Okay,
But
good. That's what I was curious about.
it was a overreaction of not being confident in my equipment. You have to realize, as individual pilots have to realize, your equipment is designed to fly. Just like a motorcycle, the faster you go, the less you have to worry about balance.
Right.
And you don't have to go fast with this wing. You just have to maintain a forward speed. And your wing is going, a wing is going, you have to do things to it to make it not want to fly. And as soon as you stop doing those things, guess what? It flies.
So
if you don't do anything to make it not want to fly, it's still going to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, there are circumstances, out of anyone's view or control that things are going to happen, but you have to fly in weather that is completely predictable. If the winds are howling and they're gusting, you obviously don't want to go in the air. If you go in the air, your wing's not going to help you because you've placed that wing into a situation. That's like taking a street bike and then deciding to go on an off-road thing, and all of a sudden you keep laying your bike down because the tires keep sliding out because you're on a dirt road going 100 mile an hour. Why? Because that machine is not designed to do that. A wing is designed to fly in great weather. If you get into some iffy weather, you're still fine. It's when you're trying to fly in a hurricane, you're like, oh my God, my wing won't stay flying. Well, that's because you're outside of its classification. You should never be in that situation in the first place. That's where going to school is going to help you. You'll figure out in class what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, and what weather you can do it in.
Mm-hmm.
My wing, I mean, during that SIV course, I've hung off the A-lines, and it wasn't until I snapped them down to get the wing to collapse. If I tried pulling on them, I was completely out of my seat at 230 pounds, and then it would start to fold. But if I yanked them real quick, they would fold up. Okay, well, guess what you're doing when you're not in the SIV course? You're not hanging off your A-lines. You know what I mean? And it really does. For me, it made perfect sense. The next video that I post, it won't be until probably Wednesday night, or if not even Thursday night. You'll see me just absolutely swinging. And I'm talking calm, cool, and collective. But the guys that I fly with, they all laugh at me now. They're like, Shane, you didn't go back and land yet? I'm like, for what? I'm good. I'm over here hitting my e-sig, no hands on my controls. And before, I'd have been like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it's just.
Did you all see the video of Chris from My Dog is Choking, his midday flight to get his oh shit meter to bump that up a bit? If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious, but it's also really interesting because he goes midday, and he goes with somebody that flies midday and is good with it, which was smart. But yeah, and he seems to be a God-fearing man because he doesn't swear a whole lot, but there's a whole lot of okay, this is not fun, okay. Because he said it feels like he's in a washing machine up there.
Yeah. And that's how this video that I'm going to be editing looks like. You just literally see me just the entire time. And while I'm swinging like that, you just see me go, oh, look, a hog. And I pull brake and just dive down and go right in. Before, I can tell you, I would have never, ever flown in that. Now I'm just like, whatever. It's not that I don't care. I have confidence in my equipment. I flew over. So one day I flew over 50 hogs. And then the next day, it was either the same day or the next day, I fly over 50 alligators in one pond.
Oh my gosh.
And the problem with this editing is I'm going to pick out every alligator before they go under or splash. And I'm going to point alligator, alligator, alligator. And there are I think there was a total of 62 alligators.
Alligator, engine out. Oops.
Well, I discussed that as I'm swinging. I discuss, because of the rotor and stuff, I discuss if my motor goes out right now, I'm in where I'm at during the video. The water's only about 1.5 feet, 2 foot deep. I've already decided that I'm going to bank to the left and go for the mud that's next to the pond. Alligators and crocodiles are two different creatures, Walter, because crocodiles will come a mile out of the water to chase you.
Yeah.
Alligator will wait for you to die and then eventually come on shore and get you. So there's a big difference between alligators and crocodiles. So
or if you're a Pomeranian dog and you're right next to my house out here, they'll come and get you that way.
Yeah. Well, I actually have a video when I was in my golf cart with my wife. There's probably anywhere from 11 to a 13-foot alligator in this one pond. And when I seen him, I was like, oh my God, that is a big gator. Like, those concern me. Like a 6-7 foot gator doesn't bother me. If I'm swimming in the water and one pulls up next to me, I'm not worried about him. But a 11 to 13 footer, we got problems, because he's big enough to make a difference.
Yeah, you got problems. He doesn't have a problem.
No, we gonna have a problem, because I'm not giving up. but he so these videos that I have the complacency of chasing this one hog, or flying. I shouldn't say chasing, flying over this one hog. And when he turns off, I look up and there's just a wall of trees in front of me. I was just like, at that moment, I was just like, you dummy. Like, I knew I messed up, but it was too late to turn left or right. The only choice I had was full throttle. And when I got to the closest to I thought was safe to the top of the tree, I just hit brakes to kind of add that little extra lift. And you hear the top of the tree smack my cage at the bottom.
No prop damage or anything?
Nope.
Wow.
And I'm just, you see me in the video, you see me kicking my legs. I'm like, oh my God, I just freaking messed up. In my head, I'm like yelling at myself, but my legs are kicking. And I'm just like, you idiot. Like, how dumb was that move? I got complacent. I turned downwind. I had no real lift. And then I ran into a wall of trees. I'm like, son of a, now we're not talking 40, 50 foot pine trees. We're talking maybe a 20-foot maple tree or whatever kind of tree it was. I have no idea. But I had to get over it. I wasn't going through it. So it's just when you realize, hey, I'm out flying, I'm doing wing overs, I'm turning, I'm doing this. At some point, you're going to get comfortable. Mm-hmm. And that's when you need to understand this is where mistakes are made. And I learned that this weekend again. I learned it because I made a mistake. And my cage, my prop, all could have had problems because I got comfortable.
You're not going to do that again, though, will you, Shane?
Not for another 6-7 months until I get comfortable again.
Yeah, not till complacency sets back in.
Walter, do you want me to lie to you?
Yeah, no, that's okay. You know, once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah, right.
DP, I'm actually afraid of heights. I hate anything over 3 foot, let alone on a ladder or on top of a roof. But when I'm in my aircraft, I'm in control of it. Okay. So I feel fine. Or an aircraft, whatever, my own powered parachute, the same. I'm in control. Engine out, not a drama, it's a glider, which I told Shane. Remember, it's always a glider with an engine out.
So as long as you have a good out, as long as you have a good
aircraft,
place to
even
land.
even a helicopter can glide down without power.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that I didn't know.
Yeah, long as the top blade spins, you just nose down like you would with an aircraft, what you call glide speed. And at the last minute, it's like with a helicopter, it's probably 200-300 feet before the ground. It's a big flare, and they just basically do that and plot it on.
Now, the other night, I don't know if it was on Robert Michael's after show, but I think I remember hearing you say something about that you hadn't flown something in 6 years.
Yeah, my powered parachute, yeah.
Okay. Did you have some illness, or did you just haven't been flying, or?
Yeah, basically I've had some heart problems, and yeah, I don't want to go up unless I know I'm right. You know, I wouldn't want to have an episode in the air, even though, like I said, it's a glider, just power off and you're going to come down anyway, which doesn't bother me. But yeah, I had the same because I flew GA, and when I was having these troubles, you have pains in the chest, and it's like, man, the last thing I'd want to do was go out on a solo and then have a situation in the air. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is, as you know, it would be worse than having a motorbike accident.
Yeah, you might need my business card in that sense.
Yeah, what do you do?
I'm a mortician, funeral director.
Oh, okay. Yep. No, preferably I'd like to hang off on that one.
Yeah.
I'll take a rain check for that.
Yeah, I got you.
Excuse me, guys. I've got a technician here fixing some things, so I just have to hold his ladder. So excuse me for a moment.
Hey guys, I have a 11 o'clock rule. I broke it by 26 minutes tonight. I got to run. I appreciate you guys. I will see
you tomorrow.
I will see 2 or 3 of you tomorrow.
Well, definitely me, so I can give you hosting permissions, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully. So anyways, I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you for everything you do. Brian and I and the rest of the crew, we definitely appreciate all the hard work you put in, and you go above and beyond, just so you know.
Well, thank you.
Now,
for sure.
With that said, I got to go to bed because I need my beauty sleep. If you guys haven't can't tell, you know.
Yeah, you should have gone to bed about 5 hours ago, buddy.
And
5 years ago. About 5 years ago.
Everything.
Hey, we all look good in the dark, just so you know. That's a proven fact.
That is true. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate you. This has been a long podcast. If you're listening to us, you're probably listening to us on paratalk.org. If you want to look at us and see our pretty faces, maybe not Shane's, but you can go over to clearproptv.com. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next week, Monday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you then.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.